Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back to the Bard's Playhouse Presents Tales from Shadow Valley, Season 4, Episode 27, Out of the Frying Pan. Thank you so much for joining us. Now let's bring in our wonderful cast. We have Eldritch as Khan, the Bloody Rizzolo.
Always great to be here. It's been a hot second, hasn't it?
A little too long. Shane as Umbramancer Zavid.
I am not suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
And Elliot as Reese Guiltleaf, the Heartseeker.
My testosterone has given me a live and active beard that may pop on and off my face.
That huge white beard that's right there, that's awesome.
It's for the holidays.
The testosterone's also aged you rapidly.
Yes.
It's like the Santa Claus.
Yes. So I have a cat-shaped beard.
by the second.
What if there was festive testosterone that tasted like peppermint?
Festosterone!
Testosterone, yes.
Testosterone turns
You're
you
the
into
first
Santa.
here, folks.
You will transition into a male, just one specific man.
Santa. As always, I'm Lovey Broadsarm and will be your DM for today. Last time, Lux Et Umbra took a breath. Even having killed Shax, the Blood Marquis, Demon Lord of Murder, not all was yet right with the world. Before making her escape, Flynn Shepsut, first wife of Nyarlathotep, had taken advantage of Shax's deific paralyzation spell by swooping in and draining Queen Dany of all her blood. After the adrenaline of battle, and seeing their friend die only to rise once more as a vampire had mostly subsided, some real talk was had. Zavid bluntly explained the basics of vampirism to Dany, as her new form will take some getting used to. Ever the bestie, Reese played on Dany's humor to lighten the mood for all. As the secrets of undeath were being discussed, Khan's Geiger counter began to click. Sneaking away to investigate, it soon became clear that whatever Shax was creating at the Rune Forge emits a vast amount of energy. In the brief moment she stood before the glowing orb, Khan received a burn as though she were at the beach at high noon. Upon the ground, Khan found a massive necklace the Blood Marquis used as an abjurative ward against the fire beams emitting from the head of Elazinist, last Rune Lord of Wrath. Throwing it around her waist, she then spotted a large eyeball which she herself had plucked from the head of Shax. Upon touching the eye, she felt the overwhelming urge to pop out her own eye and replace it with this demonic artifact. As she contemplated mutilating herself, Zavid walked up to heal Khan. Recognizing something was amiss, Zavid asked questions and touched the eye himself. Awash with the same invasive thought, Zavid called over Reese and Dany for help. Queen Arion quickly needed to walk away as the radiative power of the orb made her vampire body react quite negatively. Always quick to sacrifice for the cause, Sir Hop donated a Capri Sun's worth of blood to help nourish Dany, while Wasilka chatted about the undead secrets she'd learned from Cabriri. Recognizing when he needs more information, Zavid beseeched Cabriri for aid in asking the Shadow of Shax questions from within his own staff. The lights dimmed, granting this boon, as Zavid questioned the Demon Lord of Murder, gaining the knowledge he sought. Realizing the Eye of Shax is only a curse to those who are pure of heart, a wicked smile crossed the face of Lao Shupo's chosen Nephilim, Khan Rizzolo. Before Zavid could even ask, Reese was scrubbed up and ready to help with some risky surgery. As swift with a scalpel as Khan is with a gladius, Zavid removed her eyeball, having Reese preserve it in a jar. The lack of blood allowed Dany to watch with interest instead of hunger, as Khan shoved the Eye of Shax in her socket. Seeing colors she'd never seen before, and perceiving through the eyes of her familiar pipette, Khan could only chuckle at the wave of power. Looking around, Reese stumbled upon a cache of high-quality dark silver weapons and enough deific runes to outfit the entire party, with some left over. At last, Lux Et Umbra put their heads together to attempt to determine Shax's goal. What was he creating at the Rune Forge? The secret lay in an obscure recipe of Khan's, Blightburn resin. Having received the same skin burn here as when she first crafted Blightburn, the clever alchemist realized Shax had formed a huge sphere of pure enriched uranium. The Blood Marquis was building a bomb with the destructive power to level cities. A plan was quickly hatched. Pipette would absorb the secrets of Shax's bomb and store it within her godlike memories for safekeeping. In a blur of montage-like construction, Lux Et Umbra all worked together using the power of the Rune Forge to construct a housing for the Extinction Core. It will be attached to the Mole Mech as a power source, for what could be more poetic than using the Dread Cabal's own weapon against them? Before leaving the forge, Zavid took the head of Elazinist, last Rune Lord of Wrath, and placed her within a jar of magical preservation. Ever the cartographer, Dany teleported all of Lux Et Umbra closer to Urgathoa's Palace of Bloodrot at the boiling lake of Balashek's crater. their bones tired, their muscles aching, their magic spent, Lux Et Umbra laid down for a well-earned rest within the Queen's resplendent mansion. That's where we're coming in today. Bit of a long one, but a whole lot happened last session.
And
But
for such a short session, too.
yeah, for us it
Yeah.
was only like 2 hours, but a whole lot happened. Good lord. So, where we come in is inside of Queen Dany Arion's resplendent manor. Ash isn't with us today, but that is fine. All of you have been given a long rest. Was there anything specific you wanted to do before you went to sleep?
Oh, I have a question. Is
Yes.
the palace goth now?
It is. I have not managed to find a replacement image that I find suitable, but it is much more goth themed with black and red everywhere.
Because
Also-
I was about to say that Dany like goes and is exhausted and flounces down on her princess bed, but I realized no, that's not her vibe anymore.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, it's big black satin sheets now.
Oh,
Yes,
that
it's
sounds
much more
great.
goth inside here. Looks much more like a
It's
regular
just less of a
office.
palace. You know what this feels like? It feels like an Airbnb.
It does.
Big communal area. I sit down at this table, I pull out like a magic deck, and I'm like, who wants to play? We got 24 hours to just chill. We got a
Good,
big
why
table, we can
not?
play board games, and then later we can hang out by the fireplace, do karaoke.
Yeah,
God,
this is the
sounds
9th level
great.
spell slot. So this
It
isn't
literally just
uh,
feels like an Airbnb to me.
it's the highest level demiplane I think you can make. It's a 9th level
Dang.
slot. Yeah, Danny sacrifices each night for this, y'all. That's 9th level slot's nothing to sneeze at. So,
Not you.
yeah, as I was saying, is there anything specific anyone wants to do before they go to bed and have their long rest?
I mean, I don't really think there's anything. Maybe a battle plan. We should discuss our plan and what we know about the place we're going to, just so we review the facts.
Of course,
I want-
great
oh,
idea.
As much as I, what's up?
I was just saying,
Is
great
Hop-
idea. Sir Hop walks in. Where is he? Why is he not on the map?
He
Oh,
went
that's right.
back.
He went back. That's right. He went back.
I was gonna say he's not here with us.
So Charlie says that. Oh, it's a great idea. We should all go over what we think we're going to be doing tomorrow. As she joins you at the table with.
Yeah. So what the? I feel like I've blacked out for a few weeks, even though it's only been like a couple hours. I don't quite remember where I am or why I'm here. It must be the Abyss or Abaddon. Abaddon must have some effect on mortal minds.
It must.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it did. But you know, I'm feeling really invigorated. All right, what about you, Danny? And Danny says, you know, I'm actually feeling a lot stronger now, too. I think being an undead must help a lot in this place.
So, a question: we are cut off from gods here too.
Yes,
we made
that's right. So you can speak freely.
Everyone, I need to share some shit.
Ooh, ooh.
Do tell, do tell.
I put down Memento Mori on the table. I say, you know, I've been working on this.
Mm-hmm.
We have a few options on what we can do when we get to Urgathoa. Now, my plan is to steal her shadow, which is sort of turned into a guardian for her throne and palace and whatnot. Now, this is a god, and even the shadow of a god will be very difficult to fight. But the shadow of a god is a powerful boon. In fact, I do not believe anyone has ever stolen a god's shadow, and in doing so, I would be the first. If my history is correct, the first person to do something notable a lot of times gets some sort of power, sometimes even becomes a god themselves. Now, I say this because my god, and yours, except for Lao Shupo, because she's sort of here, and I don't think she's going to object to this, are all cut off.
What?
That was very good. That was very cool.
That was great.
I've been waiting to use that.
I am going to. You should have saved it for this next one, though, because I'm planning on stealing her shadow and using it for myself. Let's zoom out again. And not only that, but maybe making us all demigods. I don't have my controller, otherwise I'd zoom in too. But he says that, he goes, look, you know that I obey Cabreri because I'm forced to. I'm not trying to obey Cabreri. I don't like him, really. I mean, he makes me eat my own people. I'm not really a fan of that. I know I'm fucked up and I eat raw meat and shit, but, like, I don't want to eat raw person meat. Like, that's not
Look, we all have our
me.
kink.
It's not the kink.
It's the exact opposite. He doesn't enjoy it.
It's actually, you know, consent is important, and I'm not consenting.
Ooh.
So think about that. Yeah.
That
It's
is not
fun.
sexy then.
No. So my goal is to get out of his service. I know that if I just do what he asks, there's a chance that he's merciful and releases me. But he's not going to, because that's not the kind of god he is. If I prove myself super useful, he'll not want to throw his best tool away. He'll keep me for as long as I'm useful and then dispatch me. You know, dispose of me when I'm not. That is just who he is. I don't even blame him for that, because it's been in his nature since the day I learned of him, you know? It's not, I'm not really going to be surprised when that happens. So my only chance is to break free myself. And I could swap over to another god. I might have to do this. Gork and Mork.
Gork and Mork.
Seem to,
The Wog God.
I like them. They're sort of contradictory in a way, which kind of means you can do whatever you want with them, and I like that. But before just doing that, with the Shadow of Urgathoa, I've got options. So here, let me lay this out on the table. 1,
Yeah.
resurrect the old god of death. We know where his body is. We have the shadow of his usurper, and I have his true name held within this locket. With all of these components, I think I could resurrect him. I think I could just bring him back. And then I would be a cleric of the original god of death. The problem is, I don't know if he's good. And he's probably not good, but I don't know how bad he is. He could be really bad. He could be like, because nobody remembers. How are we really supposed to know? It's a gamble, right? And then I'd be underneath another god, and not really ideal. So, here's another option. We consume the shadow ourselves. By doing this, we take on the power of a goddess. And perhaps, if it's just me, I know I could probably ascend to godhood, but I don't want to be a god. Gods seem kind of like assholes, no offense. Looking at Pipette.
She sneezes. Oh, sorry, I kind of zoned out. This cheese is delicious.
It's all good. They're kind of dicks. The thing is, and I lean in, I'm like, we're all going to die, or are we? If we each take an even portion instead of becoming gods, I think we could just become sort of demigods. You know, immortal, but not gods. So
I see.
So, Khan, you know, so when you die, you're supposed to go to that vault, but if you never die, you never go, right?
That's so
you could,
true.
and like, I know that the appeal of like lichdom and stuff is appealing for some who want to not die, but like this is a way better way to not die. Being a demigod, that's like way better.
Yeah, you don't get all gross and wrinkly.
Yeah.
If
get
I
a
were
cool-
rich, would I go bald?
Literally.
A naked mole rat? Is that what you turn into?
There's a play. There's a wonderful play I've watched. It's called Moana, and there's this demigod named Maui. He's immortal, he's really strong, but he's still like a guy. That would be us. We'd be Mauis. We'd be like cool legendary heroes
I'm not
walking
changing
around.
my name.
You don't have to change your name.
Okay.
But you might get
maybe-
an interesting title. Most
Like the
demigods do
Redeemed.
receive something.
Reese the Redeemed.
Ow.
Ooh.
It's like a magic card. Never mind.
Right, though.
He's shuffling his deck out while he's talking.
That's actually
Yeah.
the second. There's 2 Reeses. There's Reese the Exiled or whatever, and then there's Reese the Redeemed.
Yes.
Which is also kind of like you in a sense because you left your Amonkhet or whatever the Osirian.
Shimon sect.
Shimon sect. Yeah.
The city of goblins.
Anyway, I get on a tangent
Magic
here, but
cards for our characters. What?
I would not want to share this power with anyone else but you guys. And I can't talk about this, and literally neither can any of you. You cannot speak of this when we're out of here, because if Kabiri catches wind that I'm going to use this power, he can't read my mind, but, you know, he can...
So
You
no
can
farting in front of Cabreri.
Do not allude to anything we've talked about here.
Got it.
Do not talk about this plan. By becoming a demigod, this divinity frees me from him. I'm no longer under his control because I'm too powerful for a god to control. I might not be a god, but a god can't just own me in that case. That's why demigods are kind of a problem for gods, because they can kill them and do stuff. And like, we could also kill gods once we're at that point. But that does not mean that I want to. It just means... You don't understand where I'm coming from. It's a bit of a pickle, and I've had to hide this from all of you and pretend like I'm doing all this shit for Kaburi when really I'm just doing it for my own survival.
Kind of figured it wasn't for him anyway. You're a dick, but you're not like that big of a dick.
I like nod. I look over to Danny, who's like, "I thought you did do the. I thought you liked him." She just was like, "The whole time, I thought you liked him, Danny." No, listen. Okay, there's some overlap. I am interested in, necromancy and undeath. I think that's very fascinating. I wish I could study it instead of having to run around everywhere trying to save the world. It'd be cool to have just like a lab or something, and then like people giving me money so that I can research shit. That'd be fun.
It's a really bad social stigma against necromancy. I've been reading a lot about it. It's really bad. There's been a lot of crusades and things.
I'm like, well, I mean, it's scary. Death is scary for people. It's the unknown. It's also gross looking. But I mean, when you compare necromancy to shit like enchantment, which robs you of your will, like that's way more evil, in my opinion. And then evocation, it's like, yes, fireballs aren't inherently evil, but who kills more people, zombies or wizards with fireball? I feel like the latter kills more people usually. Anyway,
I don't know many wizards. Just weird boys.
that's fair. There's a bunch of wizards that live on the coast, the wizards of the coast.
No, I have heard
They tend to gather around ley lines and to do magic.
Yeah.
The only one I know is the wizard King Gizzard.
All of you lose a hero point.
Yes. Lose a hero point.
Speaking of, everyone gets an extra one because it's been so long since we
Oh,
came.
thank goodness.
And lose it immediately.
Yeah.
But
Nah.
no.
I'll keep
So,
it.
going back to planning, trying to pull it back
sorry.
here.
I just wanted to actually in character tell the other. It's no longer a secret now. This is the plan that I have. That I think I want to make us demigods. If you guys are cool with it.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Wondrous.
having.
We're already
infinite
halfway
times
there. I
and
mean, look at
infinite
you, Khan.
potential?
Yeah,
That's
you've got
true.
Nephilim blood. Reese is like, you've got like a genie foster father who's like super fucking power. Like amongst genie, he's like a noble, like a king.
Yeah.
And
then,
Reese's father was a powerful archdruid who got buried into an Ent shard.
and do I even need to say anything about Danny? Like,
Yeah, really.
we're already part of the way there. I feel like so. This is just really giving us the kick we need to reach that plateau, and then we're good.
Yeah.
That's not a bad choice. But to remind everyone of where you are on that map, you're at the 12 in between where it says Shax and Urgathoa. That is at Balashek's crater. Danny was able to teleport here because she rolled like a nat 20 on her survival, something ridiculous. And it was a stealth to find where to place the mansion, the door. So it is really well hidden. So you're pretty safe as far as that, but that's where you're at right now is the 12 there.
I'd just like to say one thing.
Mm.
I'm snacking on sweet tarts. I got a package with just 2 sweet tarts instead of 3 in the little snack size.
Lame.
And they're all just green. I'm very
That's
disappointed.
That tastes like Monday.
Oh, God. Anyway, continue.
Monday's a good day because we play D&D. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's the best part about Mondays. But to remind everyone, Sir Hop did tell you that Balashek's crater is connected to subterranean water channels, and it's likely where Shax was getting most of his hot water from, through the channels here. And so that Sir Hop also said that there was probably a way to get over to Bloodrot, Urgathoa's palace, under that water. But as you arrived, you noticed that it is a boiling lake inside of a crater.
Yeah, no.
That's I think everything you need to remember.
Yeah, 1 second. I gotta pull up the website that has all the spell information. Because I have a list of spells but no info on them, so. Spells and rituals. Divine spells. Yes, show the remaining 332 spells. Good fucking god.
Oh my god.
This game is so big.
It's getting a little big.
I mean, that always happens.
It does. Every game.
Yeah.
Happened with 3.5. It happened with Pathfinder First Edition. It's happened with 5th Edition. It happened with World of Warcraft. It happens everything.
Resist energy. I can hit 5 creatures with this and make you resist fire energy, which will. I think when you get. You know what? I'm getting confused.
I think you're wanting protection from elements.
Or environmental endurance.
Environmental endurance. That might be it.
You shield the target against dangerous temperatures. And if you do it at level 3, the target is protected from severe heat. Extreme heat.
Yeah, you need the fifth level of that. Extreme heat.
Okay.
You're literally going to be going into a boiling lake.
I got nothing for that.
Let's see. We've got that's great because I had 2 harms that I didn't need to put here. Endure elements. Blinding fury. Never mind. That's endure elements.
And yeah, Khan, if you want, you can pick out. I know you have multiples of your spells, like different spells at different levels, so you can pick out whichever ones you want for the day.
Cool.
Who on so it's me, Danny, you 2, and then what about Vasilka? Vasilka, does she need this?
Probably, yeah. She's just a ghast, so she doesn't have any latent kind of fire resistance. Let me see. She has a couple of spells.
What about Charlie and Pipette?
Pipette and Charlie are probably fine.
At the very least, like Pipette can like go inside a bag or something.
Yeah.
Or
Charlie can do the same thing.
All right.
Yeah, Wasilka has something to help her with physical damage, but not any elemental damage.
Got it. All right, so I have to expend 4 slots.
If you want to just raise it to 7th, I'll let you just spend 1/7 to get everyone. Instead of 5,
sure?
however many fifths.
No. We have to be right about this.
All right.
This is 10 minutes too. So
it's 10 minutes? Then right as you go in.
Yeah, right as we go in, we do this.
Cool.
I want to be fair. I want to not like.
All right. I guess you have the spell slots. You're level 17.
This is the first spells I've cast, except for let's see, Ant Hall. Always have Ant Hall on. Always have Ant Hall.
Always. When what Long Strider? Is that the other one you usually have?
Long Strider, so I get that speed boost. It's super useful. Okay.
All right.
So we get into the boiling lake. Do we have water breathing? Or are we just gonna swim over the surface? It's probably so steamy that we would actually be concealed.
You are correct on the concealment. Let me switch you over to the other map then.
Ooh.
As you open the door from Danny's resplendent manor, steam hits you all in the face. Those of you, Danny and Khan, your hair again starts to frizz out, and Zavid just melts down into your face a little bit. It's kind of difficult to see.
Nothing's wrong with me.
You're over on the western side of the map, behind these rocks. You can basically be wherever you want. Last time you rolled a very good high stealth check, so you're well and truly out of the way.
Yes, now I remember.
And you've also still got the blood shroud, that undead from the very beginning of Abaddon that you controlled, Zavid.
MVP.
I don't know.
Seriously.
Should we? I mean, I don't know if he's probably not immune. He's like the gas. He wouldn't be immune to heat, and I don't want to waste another slot on him. I would tell the blood shroud. I'd be like, all right, this is where we part the ways. You have helped shift the power balance, and not just Abaddon, but the entire multiverse. I know it was my magic that helped this, but when it wears off and your senses return to you, I hope you think fondly of your parts to play in this. As the shift happens, there'll be niches, power, empty places where power vacuums are that you might be able to find a place in. Hopefully it benefits you in the long run.
I appreciate all of your help in this. Perhaps I will head back to the Rune Forge, see what I can take over there.
Be safe on your journeys, Bloodshroud.
Be safe, Lux Et Umbra, and take out the lady. Good luck. And the Bloodshroud will walk out dramatically in a straight line into the distance.
Our sexy skeleton, no.
There's gonna be a moment where
Bye.
he's like doing his thing, and then my spell wears off, and he's just like,
The fuck?
"Holy shit, they better win! Oh shit! Oh shit, I did! Oh no!
Oh, I'm so screwed if they lose.
If they lose, I'm fucked!"
But give me perception checks at the tower, please.
Perception in the tower.
Where did my tower go? Oh, there it is.
Gotta be just behind something.
Yep, behind my character sheet. I love when Fantasy Grounds updates and does not go back to where I put it, even though it was locked.
I love that for some reason. Anytime I hear tower, I can't help but think of a tragedy in our history. So you're like, where did my tower go? And I'm like, oh, well, they were hit.
Whoops.
Too soon? Too soon?
No, never.
That was funny.
Woof. Mr.
My
President.
heart does go out to all of the people lost on that day, to anyone listening who's just like, how dare you? It is a tragedy. I'm not trying to take that away from anybody. It's just a little stupid joke.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, we got. Okay, there they are. Con, you are able to see through. There just happens to be a little hole through the curls of your fur that you can see through. So you're not completely blind, but you notice that there are 4 creatures deep within this crater that are moving around near the surface of this boiling water, and they appear to be elementals made of steam.
Now, I wonder. Me wonder if this is AI.
It might be. I don't think it is. I think I found it from like a World of Warcraft Magic the Gathering image.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
think
it's not.
from.
Maybe I'm just...
I think it's Magic the Gathering, but it's.
It looks like
inspired
magic.
by World of Warcraft. I try really hard to not include AI images as much as possible.
I think this might be World of Warcraft. I don't know a Magic card that looks like this, but it's okay. I'm not saying. Listen.
Yeah.
I have players that use AI in games. It's not a big deal. It's just it's a big deal if you're a company using it instead
Right.
of people. That's a big
Totally
deal.
agree. Totally agree. But it's still, I try to avoid it.
Yeah.
But this is what you see. It's 4 steam elementals within this crater. Reese and Zavid, neither of you can see. The steam is getting in your eyes, Reese. It's too thick because you're so tall. Con's
Yeah.
a little shorter. It's not hitting her in the face. And Zavid, your hair has melted into your eyes.
I'm gonna put on a swim cap. I just stuck my floppy, greasy hair in there.
I'll put on swim goggles.
Perfect.
Wait, no, this does nothing for me. Shit.
Get little wipers.
Yeah, right.
So once Con is able to point them out, you can see them. But Con, you're the only one who sees them at first.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to charge him directly. We might need to take a sneaky route. If we do want to go into the boiling water.
Why can't we charge in there directly?
Well, that was a fight. I think the steam will get mad.
Wait, the steam will get mad.
Yeah, the steam
It's just steam.
elementals.
I don't see anything in there. I failed my perception check, I think. I'm looking. Do I see anything now that she's pointing it out?
Once she points it out, you can kind of pull your hair aside like a curtain and see down in there that there are definitely elementals in there wandering around.
Oh, whoa. Wait a minute. They're elementals. Does anyone speak elemental languages? Like, what is it, primordial or something?
I mean, I
Or-
could attempt.
Yeah,
Aquan,
we all look to
something like
Reese.
Yeah. Reese just goes, hold on, give me a hot minute.
Oh, also, wait. Let's do a knowledge check to see what we might be able to bribe them with so we don't have to fight them.
Yeah, give me knowledge of either, anything of the 4 knowledges except religion. So Arcana, Occultism, or nature.
I'll do
Primal, whatever.
Arcana. I'll do Arcana.
Okay. And Reese or Zavid, do you want to get in on that?
An Arcana.
Oh, and I guess Danny can help too. She can roll. Nature. Cultism. Okay. Danny's the only one who even got kind of close. The rest of you rolled extremely bad. But Danny says, let's see, what were you trying to think? Something to, like...
We want them to be nice to us, but if they're irritable, we would need to bribe them with something.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Danny knows, she says that, well, I know that they absorb steam, but I also know that they really hate coldness, because you know how, like, when you have a really hot glass and then you put cold water in and it shatters?
Yep.
They really dislike coldness. It kind of shocks their system.
Hmm.
Oh, we could threaten them with a very chilly time. Do we have a giant snowball? Can we do something with cold?
Khan has like her cold jars, an alchemical concoction that'll freeze something.
Hey, y'all.
And I have
Ash
arrows.
just said in Discord that in like 20 minutes she could jump in if we want.
Oh,
So
yay!
in, like, we'll take a break in like 20.
What if we don't
If we
want?
want-
I'm
what if
kidding.
we-
No, get out.
Whenever she says we'll go to an intermission so we can get OBS right, but I'm just letting you know. Cool. So
Ooh.
continue your discussion.
Good.
How about?
Oh, wait. Can Khan invent the dehumidifier?
Yes, you can try. Roll me a crafting publicly.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone can help too, like with
Oh, I am
guidance or whatever.
so going to like. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a training with crafting.
Yo!
Whoa!
Wait, did it not roll?
Something's weird. There we go.
There,
It's
okay.
going
It
through.
was lagging. Server must have been behind.
Laggy. So you're a master. So that's a 6 from Zavid. Failure on Reese. So and then 1 from guidance. 7. You can have a 7 there, Con.
7.
Let me see. What do I want this DC to be? 40? No, higher than that. Let's go 45.
All right. Yeah. Basically, Khan is the thing she's trying to build. She's trying to build the device that will bring all the steam into itself and rapidly cool it to condense it down into regular water.
That's completely within the realm of possibility. That's a real thing. That's not even
Yeah.
like magic or
That's science,
fantasy.
bitch.
That's just easy. Sure. So yeah, 45. No, there's no way that. Yeah, of course.
54.
I was gonna say if a natural 15. There's no way you're gonna fail on that. So a 54. If you are able to, with Zavid's help, what does this look like? How does this happen?
Khan pulls out her to-go tinkerer's set, and just like it doesn't. She just pulls like mechanical like devices and gears and wires and circuits just out of her cloak. You don't know where she keeps it all, but after a little bit and a few insistences, like, no, this is going to work. Don't worry, it's going to work. She has. I want it to be shaped like a gun, but she does have a dehumidifier.
A dehumidifying gun. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna want you to do at least a stealth roll to get up, because you're gonna need to get up to the rim of the crater. So
Okay.
how do you approach this? And you can have guidance from Zavid or Danny.
Yeah. For stealth,
Yep,
I mean,
public stealth.
I could probably just like burn a spell slot to cast invisibility on myself.
You can definitely do that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Let me look at my spell slots.
And you're needing this is gonna be nothing. You need a 37 to beat their perception DC, because they aren't actively looking for you.
Oh, I can do that, no problem.
Yeah, so you get a +1 and roll me a public stealth +1.
Yeah.
You need a 37. I'm sure that's nothing.
I changed my background to the appropriate weather.
I saw that. It's
By the way.
condensation. It's so great.
Yeah, I need a 7 or higher.
Of course. 36. Natural 6. Are you gonna let it slide, or you want to hero point that?
It would be funny if I failed. You know what? Yeah. Con, like, she's marveling her device, and she, her foot gets caught in a little gap in the rock, and she trips and stumbles, and like some rocks off the edge of the cliff fall into the steam bath, and they hit the water.
Perfect. With that, everyone roll initiative. Con,
Oh,
you will have
yes.
to wait until your turn to activate your new device.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Oh.
hilarious.
And music. Yes, I almost forgot. Haha.
Yeah, I don't want to
Ooh.
burn a spell slot for invisibility. I'll just have everyone else burn their spell slots in a combat.
Then with Silka. Okay. That makes it still 2 of them first. So, seeing this,
Damn.
Con, place yourself wherever it was this happened.
Yeah,
Everyone
Right.
else is where you were.
right over here.
Arish? Okay, great. So, yes, you have these rock falling into the water and making a loud sploosh. This creature looks down, looks up, and it begins to move towards you. As, let's see, do they fly? They do not fly, which is good for you. It moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, gets up into the land, moves 5, 10, because it's kind of slow. And from where it is down below you, it's about 20 feet below you, it is going to attempt to shoot a wave of boiling water up at you. That is a miss, unfortunately for it. So that's the end of its turn. But it is this one next to it. It also saw what is going on, sees you up there, and is going to move up to the top of the cliff. And I need you to make a save of some kind, because you are within its aura of its sweltering heat. I need Con for you to make a DC 37 Fortitude save.
Alright, 10 or higher. 11!
11.
Woohoo!
So you succeed. Fortitude save, or... Yeah, you're good. Okay. So So you're good on this aura then, Con. You're now immune
Yeah.
to it.
This is gonna be my bit for today. I'm gonna declare what I need to roll, and then it'll always be one more, one less.
Perfect. And actually, that means Ares, Arwen, and Reese also are within it,
Cool.
but not Danny. So Reese, roll a Fortitude save. You need a 37. And I also need the pets.
Got a 37.
You're right on the nose there, Reese. Oh man, Ares critically saves, fantastic. And then Arwen, not critically, but saves. All of you save. So all of you are good against this aura, thankfully. It's a low-level creature, but that is not all it does, because this creature doesn't see anything else, but it does see you, Con. It is going to use its Scalding Breath weapon, and I need you to make another Fortitude save, DC 37. Oh, well.
God damn.
Oh,
It blasts you with this breath weapon of boiling water, but how do you avoid it? It's not really a reflex save, but...
on a natural 20, because it's a crit, can I activate my dehumidifier gun?
Okay, if you burn your reaction.
Yes. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I'll let you do that. So, let's see. What's this gonna do? I want it to make a save of some kind.
The way I
Probably-
was imagining it in my
Mhm.
head is that it just functions like Luigi's vacuum from Luigi's Mansion.
Yes.
Okay, then I will let you
Mario.
pick. Will this affect its Fortitude save or its Reflex save? I'll let you pick, because you don't know which is higher.
Exactly, I don't. I mean, it has to physically fight against being slurped in. So I'm gonna go Fortitude.
All right, you picked well. This is lower of the two. It's by 3, so that was a good choice. So, what is your spell save DC, let's say, for your witch spells? That's... I'm looking right now. It's 36. So it needs a 6... No, I need to roll a 9 or better, I think, is what it needs. So let's see here. Rolled a nat 1 for a 28. Critical failure.
Oh!
Let's go.
So, Con, I'm just gonna say with this, because you got that nat 20 and it followed up with a natural 1, you absorb this thing fully, pull it into the humidifier, and the tank fills with pure water. But it's full. You will need to use an action to empty it.
Gotcha.
To do that
Totally
again.
fair. Totally fair. I like
so
this,
that
I like
was
this.
number 3, correct? Yes. So it is dead. Deleted. Reese, that brings it to you. Wasilka is after that, and then Zavid, you're on deck.
Okay, so the background has changed once again to Luigi's Mansion because I feel like that's fitting.
Yes, that's perfect.
Yep.
That nat 20 followed by a nat 1 was too perfect.
That was
I had to
really
let-
funny.
I had to let it work.
That was the funny part of this all. So Reese is going to probably shoot an ice arrow at one of these bad boys. Probably at the one that's like closest. The number 1. And see what that does.
All right.
Thing,
Are you making
doing
it
some
your target
science.
or anything? You're gonna have to need to get around that that rock because it's down like 20 feet in a
Okay, so
in a
I'll
crater.
I'll move him to the edge. But yeah, I'm gonna make it my hunted prey.
All right. Gotta go to your action.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll let you set up
I'll get that
in
real
the
fast. Hunt prey. Is it your target? No. There we go.
Okay.
It's your target now. Then this, and Hunter's Edge Precision. Should be good.
Okay, cool. So much easier to do that. And then I am going to, let's see, 1 action, 2 action. My second action will be using my Crumpin.
That'll be your third action because you had to move and then hunt prey.
It'll be my third action, but I'll take it. I don't care.
Yeah, 2 attacks.
Yeah. But yep, I can lay 2 attacks on this bad boy. So let's see if see what I got.
Heck yeah, that's a hit.
A hit.
Roll one more time to see if you get 2.
Yep.
It'll be easier to just let you crit. Miss. Okay, so just roll damage 1 time.
Expired, what?
53. Yikes.
Holy
That was
fuck.
Very good. So what did you hit him with? Cold?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are weak to cold damage.
That's
So,
what I figured.
yeah,
But I
as
didn't
you...
want Reese to meta that.
Well, I think who was Danny said that they really hate cold. So
Oh,
that's
okay,
not
never
really
mind.
that's not really metagaming. Danny said something about
Cool.
it. So you just discovered that they are weak 15 to cold damage. So if you even do 1 point of cold, they take 15 automatically. Yeah, 68 damage with a single arrow. That's the end of your turn, Reese. Well done. That means it is up to Wasilka. So I think what she's gonna do, where is it? There it is. What is the range on that bad boy? 20? That's not very far. So Wasilka is going to ghoul leap directly over to the edge of this cliff right over here. And then she's going to flurry of blows by throwing her juggling club down at this creature. That's 1 hit. Let's see if I can get a second. And a miss. So she gets 1 hit on this thing. Okay. And then, let's see. None of those are good. Yeah, she'll just follow up with an intimidation. It's probably not going to work, but let's try it. 30? That's probably 34. Yeah, it's a failure. Okay, end of Wasilka's turn. That brings it to Zavid.
Zavid. I don't think I have a way to deal cold damage that I'm aware of. So I think I'm just gonna...
He needs to make a fortitude save.
I'm gonna sit back.
Saved. Okay.
And move my man, my guy. Hello.
Oh yeah, you can move Rot Trot wherever you need as well. He has the 80-foot fly.
Yeah, I'm trying to select both me and Rot Trap, but it's like selecting only me.
Because you're right in the center.
There you go. Alright, well, that works.
There you go.
I'm gonna move over this way on
And
top of this rock.
you need to take a fortitude save, DC 37, because you are now within 30 feet of the
Oops.
boiling element, the steam elemental.
Oops.
28. That is a failure, but not a critical.
We'll fail then.
Okay, then let me see. What do you get for failing that? Sweltering heat. You fail. Become fatigued while you remain in the area. So
Okay.
let me give. It's not the worst thing ever. So fatigued to Zavid. There you go.
All right, and then I'm going to.
Did Elliot's camera die?
Yep. Just
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
we're working with it.
Is stream still good?
Yep. Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's completely a camera issue thing.
It's a software issue, we think.
There we go.
There it is. There, you're back.
Yep. I accidentally closed down the camera hub that has the virtual camera, which I'm using. So
Oh, that looked high. Oh, unfortunately, that was a saving throw. So what were you trying to do here, Zavid?
I forced him to make a fort save to deal negative damage or void damage to him, but he takes half of this.
Sweet. So it does indeed take 14 points of damage. Wow, you rolled a lot of ones. That sucks. But yeah, it does take a little bit of damage. You see the steam starting to collapse in on itself. This one's starting to look pretty hurt. I think that's the end of your turn, yeah? Yeah.
That is the end of my turn.
Okay. So this one on the far end of the crater, seeing what's going on, has to move 5, 10, then into the water. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And then, let's see, how far are you? 35? Nope, not quite. Okay, so it's going to use its last movement to get next to its pal at the base of this crater, and then end its turn. The other one here is able to move across the entire lake in a single action because it is much faster at swimming than it is at walking. And then, jeez, it's gonna climb up to the water and get to this edge here, and its turn. They're very slow on land, unfortunately. But Danny, does she have anything cold? That would be very helpful right here.
Just her personality.
Yes, it's becoming a vampire. Uh-oh, Fantasy Grounds is exploding.
no.
There it goes.
Dude, I love when Fantasy Grounds explodes. It's my
Isn't it the
favorite.
best? Okay, so Danny is going to begin her Inspire Courage. So I'm going to give all of you a +1 to attacks and damage. Did I just target Rot Trot or Zavid? There we go. Inspire Courage. There's that. And then she's going to command Arwen and Ares to jump down next to all of these steam elementals. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. Down to here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Down to here. Arwen and Ares get down there. That is going to be the end of Danny's turn, I believe. Yep. Ares, Arwen, Charlie. Cool. Con, sorry, I went past you. Oh, Con, you, I guess, didn't roll initiative, it looks like? Oh, you're muted, Con.
Oh, I guess I didn't.
Yeah. So we'll have you go... Do you want to just go after Danny, and we can just have you going from here, or do you want to roll an initiative?
Oh, let's have me go after Danny.
Okay, so I'm going to give you an initiative of 28 then.
Mhm.
And that makes it your turn.
Yeah. Alright, I will use an action to empty out the water case,
Great. You pour the water out.
and I'm going to try to slurp up a non-damaged elemental. How many
Oh.
actions does it take to use the
Say
slurper?
We'll say 2. The Schlorper.
Okay.
I love the name. And then what did we say your DC was? Like 36? 36.
Yeah.
All right, so Fortitude.
It's LARPing time.
It's Schlorping time. 34, it fails. So I'm going to say it does damage instead of completely absorbing it.
Okay,
Roll 5d8 publicly.
you got it.
Well, you said roll. It sounded like you said B at first, so I thought you were gonna say Broly.
Broly. 25 damage. Okay, and that's on number 4. That's this one. 25 damage. Cool. So that's going to be the end of your turn, Con. Because you had to
ravioli.
empty and then... use the Schlorper.
Yeah.
Rot Trot. Okay, top of the round. that is the Boiling Springs turn. I think this one already used its breath weapon. It did. So it is going to get up of the top of this cliff here, and it is going to actually try to hit Khan with its blistering fist, because you are damaging it quite a lot, and it didn't like it. That's a good hit. Not quite a crit, but a nat 17. You take 34 points of fire damage, Khan, as it is going to attempt again. Another punch attack. Ooh, that's probably not... Yeah, miss. 33. And if it's turn, Reese, you're up, and Wasilka, then Zavid, you're on deck.
So I'm gonna, now that I have that one as my hunted prey, I'm just gonna lay some arrows into it.
Lay into it, and you found already that cold hurts these things a lot.
Yep.
The cold never bothered me any.
Critical, 50 for a crit. Well done, Reese.
Yes.
Let's see that damage. This is gonna hurt.
Let's get that damage.
Let's get that damage. Oh, that's so many dice. That's 80 damage on a single arrow. Great. Now you roll your second one at your highest.
Yep. Oh.
Another hit. Not a crit, but a
Okay,
hit.
okay.
Still gonna do a bunch of damage.
We'll take it.
Done you.
Okay, 51 damage. It's looking really bad.
And then, one at my lowest?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that was a miss, unfortunately.
It's okay.
So that's the end of your turn, I think, right?
Yep.
Wog, and then 2 shots? Yeah.
Yep.
So that brings it to Wasilka. She is going to, seeing her opening with Ares, is going to leap down here to make this elemental off guard. There it is. Off guard. That work? Yes. Then Wasilka is going to use her dark silver short sword to flurry at this thing. It's a hit and a hit. Great. So let's just have her crit against this guy. Whoops, that should have gone on him. Let's roll it again. There we go. 36 damage to it. Leap, flurry, and one more attack. That's a miss. Okay, Zavid, I believe that is you, yes.
I will do the same thing I did last time. And just force this guy to resist my chill touch, which I know is not actually cold damage, but you know, he can still maybe die from this. Eh?
It does. And let's see here. Yes, it is going to use its freeze and shatter ability as well, since it was destroyed with. Let's see. So it sends out frigid air and ice shards that deal 46 piercing and 46 cold to any creatures at a 20-foot emanations. Let's see.
I was 25.
You were 25
feet.
feet. Yes, I saw that. So 20 feet is here. Yeah, you and Rotrot are not going to get hurt by this.
Oh no, Khan,
Reese, and Ares, and the other one. Okay, so I'm just please roll reflex save, Khan and Reese. You need a DC 40. Ares needs it as well.
8 or higher.
41.
Let's go!
Oof.
Damn.
Wow, Khan critically succeeds. How do you duck out of the way of these flying ice shards?
Everything slows down exactly like in the Matrix. She just like leans back and they whiz past her, maybe even cutting off a couple of her fur.
Awesome.
But she is unharmed.
Khan, you are completely unharmed. Reese and Ares and the other boiling steam elemental are going to take 13 damage. So Reese, can you please give yourself 13 damage?
Oh.
And that's elemental number 4? Yes. So number 4 also has to take 13, so that's that many. Cool. So Zavid, you may take the rest of your turn now.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that worked, and I'm gonna, I guess, target this guy here. Hold on. Control, that's what I got. Yeah. I let go.
Control click to target.
And I'm gonna move here on Rot Trot. Oh, Rot Trot, hello. Hold on. I'm always behind him. There we go. There we go. That's my turn.
All right. And your turn. This boiling spring is going to target Arwen and Wasilka. Good, it is within its range. And is going to use its scalding breath against them. So both of them need to make reflex saves. So Wasilka.
Let's go switch.
Yep, let's go to
over
intermission.
to intermission.
We'll be right
One
back
sec.
in just a second, everybody.
Fun.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Sorry for that, but look who we got. We got Ash. I don't know where she is in relation to me, but
I am now you, so I'm gonna switch
Sweet.
our
All right.
places.
we're gonna get switched around. But we have our wonderful queen Danny Arion with us now. Thanks for joining us.
There we
Where
go, we're
last we
good.
left off, Lux Et Umbra was on the rim of Balashek's crater within the dread realm of Abaddon, battling steam elementals. The fight seems to be going their way so far, but let's see what happens now. That brings it to the second little dude who realizes that it can't do anything to Arwen, so it is going to turn around and swipe at Wasilka with its blistering fist. It's probably going to miss. That does miss. So it's going to go for a second round. That'll probably hit with a natural 19. Indeed. 30 damage to Wasilka, and lastly, it's going to reposition itself into the boiling water. And its turn, that brings it to Danny. Perfect timing.
Cool. So, she figured out that it was what again?
Cold damage. They're weak to cold, and they are immune to fire.
They're immune to fire, of course, because they're steam.
Yeah. Pokemon rules.
Ugh, rules. I don't have anything that does cold damage. This is frustrating.
Neither does Zavid.
I do.
What? Why? Why, Zavid, are we like this?
Divine shadow. Well, there is a shadow spell that can deal, like a 5th level shadow blast can deal any elemental damage. It's just because it's any damage, it's also low damage. So
Yeah.
normally I
That's
don't
the trade-off.
prefer that. Yeah.
Okay, well, I have this, so it's negative damage. We're gonna see if it does do anything. I'm going to. Do I have to touch it? That's the thing. I'm thinking a vampiric touch, but do
Yes,
I
that is a touch spell, yeah.
I'm gonna magic missile it.
Magic missile! Alright, so, the one closer to you?
Yes, please.
Great. So it's now your target. So you can click that 1, 2, or 3 times at whatever level you're casting it at.
Let's cast it at 5th level.
5th level. Okay. So
Okay.
magic missile, click little gear, and then it's your target, so you just need to click the little
Damage.
red damage button 3 times. Yep.
So
1.
it's 1,
20
2.
damage. 20 damage.
3.
20 to 60 damage flat on. Wow. 20, 20, 20. All blasting into this creature from our Queen Queen Arion. Ending your turn, bringing it to Khan.
Alright.
Reese, you're on deck.
Ooh.
I'm emptying the water cartridge in one action.
Yep.
And I'm gonna try to absorb it again.
All right, so that's
Squeeze it
going to
out.
be a 46 reflex save.
Mhm.
Or fortitude, I mean.
Yeah, fortitude.
37. So it does save. So what did I say for damage? 5d8?
Yes, 5d8.
Yeah, go ahead and roll 5d8, and I will cut that in half since it's saved. Last time it failed.
Yeah.
So 26 could have is 13. So you do 13 damage to number 4. I will give it that. Number 4 is this one. 14 damage. That's a... Okay, that brings it to, I believe, Reese, top of
Cool.
the round.
Sweet. So
Reese, yes.
I'm going to go and actually go for I think Boiling Sprite 2. Make that my hunted prey. Do the hunter's precision stuff.
All right, let me move that over to this guy.
Yep.
So target, bam, 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 bam. You're good.
Alright, so I'm gonna go firing my arrow.
Fire in my
my
laser.
I was about
That
to.
is exactly.
I was about
Thank
to.
you. Thank you for
So-
being old
Yes,
with me.
I am super old.
That was my
that-
favorite meme back
I
in the
loved it.
fucking
So funny.
day.
So 41, that is definitely a hit. Go ahead
Okay.
and lay some cold down. It's always interesting to see which one of you dominates the fight. It's always somebody. 68 damage with a single arrow.
Damn.
Yeah, Reese has been laying it out. Yeah, another hit. Okay. Bam, 55 more cold damage to this thing.
And what
you have
other...
one action.
One action? Okay, so that's my lowest.
At your lowest, yeah, if you want to attack.
Why not? We'll see. Nope.
Yeah, the RC's 38. You missed by 1. So now you know at your lowest you need to roll a nat 16 to hit.
That's
so
fine.
The is up. She is still within range of that thing. So she is going to flurry with her short sword. Oh, hell yeah, critical with an 18. Or 49. 34 damage. Here's a second attack. Oh, hell yeah, another hit. Go Wasilka. Number 19 damage. Her second action, yeah, she's going to attack with her lowest, probably going to miss. Oh, absolutely, nat 3, that's a miss. But she's saying, it's getting a little hot down here, I'm going to back out. And Ghoul Leap to here. And that's going to end with Silka's turn, bringing it to Zavid.
Alright. I'm just being like a cantrip guy today. I'm trying to save my spells, don't want to use it up too much. And Chill Touch is seemingly alright. It's like working. So
half damage
is something. It also has other effects on it. I forgot what they were.
15 damage to it.
Living creatures deal negative damage, and if they're also enfeebled for one for 1 round on a crit fail. None of them's crit failed.
Okay.
That's just a risk if they ever do. Okay. And then for an action, I'll I don't know. I'll do a shield cantrip on myself.
Okay.
Get a little bit of a +2 bonus for.
Yep, I can give you that. AC +2 for a single round. All right, end of your turn. That brings it to the boiler. It's going to, seeing it can't attack Arwen, it is going to climb up in between the 3 of you. Back up. None of you have attacks of opportunity, I don't think? Nope. I am going to need Khan, Reese, Zavid, and Wasilka to roll reflex saves of DC, let me see, 37. Fortitude, I'm sorry, Fortitude. So we can...
Fortitude.
Yep, that was my bad. Just re-roll that, Khan. 37. So Khan, save. All of you take half damage. So this is going to be... Let's see how much. Oh! No, that's the... Scalding Breath. There it is. 14d6. 50 cut in half is 25. So, please, each of you takes 25 damage.
25.
If you could all give yourselves that, please, I would appreciate it. End
Alright.
of its turn. This one is very, very hurt. It is actually going to dive down into the water and disappear from sight.
What a
Okay,
coward.
that brings it to you. And then Con, you're on deck.
Okay.
Whose turn?
You, Danny.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And actually, before you do anything, since it got close to you, you're now in its aura. I need you to roll a DC 37 Fortitude save.
No.
It's really not the worst thing in the world, but it kind of sucks.
No.
37. Okay, so you are fatigued as long as you are near this thing. I can give that to you, so now you can go ahead and take your turn.
Oh. Feeling sluggish and tired. Like, guys, I thought we just slept.
You were sleepwalking the whole time here.
Yeah, right.
Makes so much sense. Hold on. 1 second. I have a question. Is it living? Is it a living creature?
Yeah, I think so. It doesn't have blood, if that's what you're getting at.
No. I figured that part.
Yeah, but it's alive, sure.
Why are you not letting me look at what I need to look at? Stop it. What if you rip space to make a creature small? No. That would have been cute, but that's not gonna work.
You may want to follow Zavid's example and be cantrip machine for the rest of this fight.
I was looking at that, but I have no cantrips.
You don't have any good ones?
Honestly, I have nothing. I could
That's funny.
inspire people.
That's true. Oh yeah, you really don't, do you? That's funny.
No, I'm really. So that's why I was like, okay, Phasmantle Killer. So let's go with that one. It's 4th level.
Does anyone need a low-level heal, like a soothe?
Does anybody need healing?
Not that it really matters.
I wouldn't mind it. I've got 59 wounds.
I've got 25 wounds. I'm
I got 38. I'm good.
probably okay.
I mean,
like-
we'll probably get a little more hurt before the fight's
Yeah.
over. So.
I can also treat wounds.
It's also that.
And probably cover that without having to spend any slots. So let's do that actually before we jump in, so we don't have any like open wounds in this
Right,
boil.
in the boiling water.
This is like we're jumping into a geyser. Like, let's be real. This
That's
is
essentially what's happening.
yeah. So let's. I mean, well, I guess if it's a geyser, we probably don't have to worry about like bacteria. Then again, there are
Extreme
bacteria
files.
that live. Yeah, but they're not adapted to live inside a human. We're
No.
actually probably too cold for them. In fact.
Yeah, they would die immediately inside of you.
So we don't have to worry about them, but we just have to worry about like arsenic and lead and shit that's like heavy metals that shouldn't be in our bodies. Should be all right.
Heavy metal.
Heavy metal.
Well then, I'm gonna do Phasmantle Killer since
Great.
it's not a what's it called? It is living,
Yes, it
and
is.
I needed to do a fort save, so I'm gonna
Fort
drop
save?
the die. Let me
All
do
right,
a
yeah,
fort-
mate,
I'm gonna
drop it on
the
it.
dice.
Drop it on it.
Drop the
It's a success, so it'll take half damage. So go ahead and drop the damage on top of it.
So I need to figure out which damage it is because there's so much of it. I haven't even looked at 4th level spells in forever.
I know.
Okay.
What 4th level spells? What are those?
Who?
Who's she?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm just unsure if it's
Let's see. What's
4d6. It's Phasmantle Killer. Sorry guys, don't
it?
mean
I
to
see
hold
it.
up.
Yeah, Phantasma Killer.
Is it 4d6 or
It's the
is
46. Yeah.
it? Okay, that's all I need to know.
Boom. 17 damage to it, and you have one action remaining. And then Con, you're up.
I am going to not inspire courage. Hold on, let me see if that's actually a. It is. It is a cantrip.
Yep. Single
I
action
am-
cantrip.
Going to inspire courage to Con.
It actually works for everybody.
Oh,
I
there
will
we go.
I'll give them the buff. So inspire courage, give the buff, and the turn. Con, you're up.
All right. I made this machine for a reason. I'm gonna see it through. I'm gonna absorb all the water. I'm gonna dehumidify his ass.
All right, dehumidify
Nice.
his ass. So 36 fort save.
Yes.
Oh, I can't see it. 38. It saves
Aw.
again. So 5d8, and I'll cut it in half and give it to him.
It worked. My machine worked once and never again.
So 19. That's 9. Yeah. So there
Maybe
we
it
go.
only works on my reactions. What about that?
It is bloody. End of your turn. That's going to bring it to the top of the round. So Reese, I believe that is you. Yes.
Yes.
You can finish this off, I bet.
Oh, more than likely, yes. I'm not gonna even bother with the hunted prey bullshit. I'm just gonna get arrows at it. It's fine. I really don't gotta worry. So let me go
Let's see those 4 natural ones in a row.
boop.
Natural 19. Critical. Great. Throw
Cool.
the damage first. That's awesome.
Plus 19, plus 1.
30. That should have done double that.
More.
I'm going to give it more than that. Yeah, so... Okay, it's looking very bad. If you can hit it one more time, it's probably dead.
Ooh.
Of
Got a
course I
little
said
cocky,
that.
got a little cocky.
They get an extra point of damage though.
Are you kidding? Okay, 7. Really?
At this point, we can wipe this up. It has 20 hit points. If any of you
Okay.
hits it again, it is dead. So, well done. We're just going to save some time and get out of initiative with this thing. It will not take you out. Wasilka would have killed it. If she hadn't, Khan was up next, I think, or Zavid. No, it would have been Zavid. It wouldn't have
sucked
survived
up.
that. So, we're out of initiative. You are...
That's why you can't praise me until I am done doing the thing.
True. But you
I've
would have
done
wiped that
well.
up in a moment. So, we are standing on the edge of Balashek's crater looking down. There's still quite a lot of steam everywhere. What do all of you do?
Treat wounds. All right, get in line.
All right.
Scalpel. Just a giant fucking meat cleaver. This'll work.
I will heal. Lay on hands.
Lay on hands is a good one. Well, that one's just a focus points.
I look at Zavid. I'm like, why do you result to cutting everybody?
Sometimes you gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet. Gotta cut some flesh to stitch it back together. Come on. All right, fine. Anybody who wants me, I can trade. I'm not even using the risky surgery. I'm just doing a regular treat wounds.
Yeah. Ooh, me.
Anybody who wants to touch me can touch me.
I'm just gonna fill up Raise.
I just noticed that Danny, your lay on hands was very, very incorrect. I just updated it. It should do 54 healing every time you use it. So you have 3
shit.
focus points. If you choose to, you can dole out 54 to people, and then while Zavid is doing medicine, that will allow you time to refocus.
All right. So for my medicine check, what DC do I have to beat, and how much healing?
Oh, geez, let me see. I don't remember exactly.
Treat wounds.
Treat wounds. Looking it up right now. Treat
Where?
wounds. Because what is you, an expert or a master?
Expert.
DC 20.
Okay.
Is it?
All right.
Yeah, that's a critical. So you can heal 4d8 plus 10. Zavid.
All right. Add 10 to this, and this is on Reese. Reese, you get 30 hit points.
Woohoo! Most of my hit points back.
Heck yeah.
And then I will add the rest from Lay on Hands.
Cool.
Okay. Wasilka walks up to you.
Oh my
Zavid,
god.
Nice.
Eli, can you
That was
fix that?
for Khan.
Can fix what?
Fix
What
my
happened?
health, please.
What did you do?
Khan,
Oh, you killed yourself? There you go.
Ooh, nice. So Khan, how many hit points are you missing?
59.
Okay, well I just critically succeeded. I beat it by 20. So is it still just plus 10?
I was gonna say 15. That's not in the rules, but I'll allow it. So 48 plus 15 or whatever. Yeah, 33.
33
Nice.
for Khan.
And
then I
Wasilka
will-
will walk up to you, Zavid, and say, "Hey, any chance you have one of those mid-level harms? I know you don't. I don't want you to waste your high magic. But I'm a little hurt."
I do.
Oh, you said something weird in your throat. You sounded funny.
Let me see. For 2 action, it'd be 8. No,
Is
it'd
it
be 16 plus. Oh, god damn it.
I can't
There
seem
you
to
go.
find where my Lay on Hands is at.
It's way down
There it
low on
is.
your character sheet.
So Wasilka gains 29? That
That 2d10 plus 16. That's not right.
well, I only did a second level.
Oh, a second level. Okay, that is right then. Cool.
Mid-level, and that was
Sure,
like
sure.
one of my smaller ones.
All right. Hey, that'll help.
So who do I
Okay.
need to drop the dice
Does she
on?
need another one? Does she need another? I can do another.
She
it's fine.
could use another one. Let me see. 77 minutes. Yeah, she has 48 wounds still.
All right, here we go. There's another
Awesome.
26.
That'll help. Yeah, that puts her down to 22 wounds. That's pretty close. She has 239 hit points. Wasilka's fine. So, Danny, whoever needs it, I think, does Khan need it or does Reese?
I dropped it on Khan already.
Oh, okay, great.
Um,
So you're healed. Reese is healed.
Yep.
Zavid, are you good?
It's Reese back to
Speed
100.
feels pretty good.
Yep. And then Danny, you're good. Yeah, everyone seems good. Okay, great.
So nobody else needs it?
no.
Doesn't look like it.
Oh, cool. Oh, hold on. Let me put it on Aries because it said wounded.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I believe you need at least. This will be the good time to cast buff spells. Now that you've all healed.
This is the time to get buff, guys. It's time
Get swole, y'all.
It's Reese's
to-
time.
start doing, flexing, making ourselves look cool, and then I'm gonna cast Endure Elements at 5th level, 5th level, 5th level, and 6th level on
Woohoo!
myself and 3 other players, so that we can swim through boiling hot stuff. The only other creature I think that might be, I mean, Ares and
Arwen's fine.
Ares and Arwen are fine because they're of their fire
Yeah.
affinity. Okay, so they'll be able to. This is probably like a nice hot bath for them. And for us, it's only through magic is it like a hot bath for us.
And you also will need water breathing.
Does anybody have water breathing, or do I have to cast that too?
Wasilka doesn't need it, and neither does Danny.
I could turn into a fish or something.
You
Well, you're
also are a
also-
vampire.
Oh, I'm also a vampire. That's true.
So Zavid, Khan, and Reese are the only ones. Oh, and Ares and Arwen need water breathing as well. So 5 of you need it.
Do I have anything?
5 of us need water breathing. All right, I'll cast water breathing and
Thank
assume.
you.
Woohoo!
If
My
you let-
what level would that be?
Hmm?
What level is that at?
Oh, jeez.
Water.
3rd or 4th, probably. Let's see.
Water
Gotta
breathing.
drop
Here we
the
go.
drink.
4th.
4th, yeah. 4th is fine. That'll get all of you.
Up to 5 creatures. Or 3rd actually. 3rd is up to
3rd?
8 hours. We don't even
Oh,
need
sure.
it for that. In fact, actually, 2nd level, 1 hour. Up to 5
Yeah, that's all
creatures.
you need. That's all you need.
Okay. Well, I don't have a 2nd level spell, so it'll have to be 3rd, but that'll work. That's what we'll do.
Perfect.
Okay. Water breathing. And that is expended. Oop. All right. So we've endured our elements. We've got water breathing. I've already spent a lot of low-level spells. I still got all my highest level slots. They have not been spent. We're still good to go.
Good.
Uh,
Khan hasn't
Rot-
spent any. Danny's only spent like 2.
I'm gonna have Rot
What's the
Trot
spell
just-
swap?
I would like Rot Trot to just fly across on his own as like the thing is Rot Trot is like an undead horse thing. I know that these types of things probably there's not like a bunch of undead horses just roaming the fields of Abaddon, but also weird shit like that's probably not that strange to come by. And without a rider, any like daemons and stuff that are wandering the area might just be like, "Oh, let's catch it," and it could be ours or something. And I can always just summon him back if he does get caught. I don't think it's gonna give us away if he's just flying around and going to meet us where we're gonna be. I just don't want all of his flesh to slough off his bones from being in this water.
Smart. So Rot Trot. I can make it.
Can I do, like,
Yeah. It flies
lingering.
off.
Can I do like any kind of lingering like +1s or anything like that?
No, your +1 lasts 6 seconds.
No. Sorry, guys.
Rot Trot flies off to meet you at the at Blood Rot. So is this when you jump in?
I'm good to jump in.
Fantastic.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Sploosh! The water is hot, unimaginably hot. But through the magic of Zavid and Cabriri, you are able to endure it. It
Through
is
the magic of magic.
through the magic of magic, yes. You're able to endure through it. It is a difficult swim, but not impossible, because the current is not that fast. It twists and turns just a little bit, but there aren't many branches. It's mostly a straight line. And I want Reese to give me survival publicly. And you can have
Yeah.
an aid from someone else.
I'll cast guidance.
Guidance,
Woohoo.
take a 1, and then if anyone wants to aid you, you can have more. Does anyone else have survival?
I have trained survival.
Sure, Con, throw a survival at publicly.
I don't remember what I got. I don't have survival trained. It's kind of funny because I like survived the
Yeah, that is
Ember
weird.
Dark or whatever.
So, Reese, you can have a 2. No, 3. Because that's a critical for an aid.
Okay. Alright, so survival. Let's go.
I'm giving in and I'm gonna eat more of these Fritos. And if
Hell yeah.
she wants, if my wife wants more, I'll just buy more. I'm not. I
There you
need
go.
to munch on something. I'm getting stressed out here.
Okay, so you get kind of turned around a little bit, and it comes to a triple fork in the road, and you have to make a decision, and you end up picking right, and you go that way, and eventually it does. The clearly organic nature of these tunnels, with all this boiling water rushing through it, it starts to look more hewn, more cobble-like, and the water, once you start seeing this more artificial-looking structure-type stone, the water begins to get less hot, and it begins to very quickly turn green, and the smell starts to hit your nose, especially as you rise up out of the water once it reaches a lower level. And the path goes upwards, so that you're eventually about only waist deep. Con, it's about to your neck, this rancid green water. And you finally come to what appears to be a sewer with the water, the green, filthy water running in between.
I accidentally
you on
closed
either
that out.
side.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, no problem. Give me 1 second. Share. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Has it loaded?
Yep.
Wonderful. It should just be a little,
Yep.
cross-sectional area. Okay, great. So the boiling water within the pipes subsides not far from the roiling cauldron of Balashek's crater. After a mile or so long trek through the pipes, the smell of fetid rot begins to assault your senses. I need everyone to roll a fortitude save, DC 38, before anything else.
Oh, I could turn off the battle music.
Oh, yeah. Battle music off now is fine.
Fortitude?
Fortitude.
Oh, nice,
Fortitude.
I
not
can't
20.
stop winning with
Nice,
these
calm
saving
down.
throws.
So 38.
Oh,
That means Danny and Zavid both fail. Reese, you critically succeed because you are a juggernaut. So in the way that Khan's
juggernaut.
auto crits reflex and Zavid auto crits wills, you auto crit forts. So Khan and Reese, you are totally fine in this place. It doesn't bother you at all. Khan, you're used to the smells of your laboratory, and Reese, you just have a hardy constitution. However, Zavid and Danny, you are both now under the effects of stage 1 sewer haze, which
Can
is
I ask a question real quick?
yes,
What is the DC that we had to beat?
38.
Okay. I think we're both set at fatigued. You might want to get rid of that off our guys.
Oh, you were.
But also that wouldn't change. We
that
would
wouldn't
still
have changed that, yeah.
But
I
just
will-
saw it
I will
on
take
my
that
I'm
off.
like, oh, I think it's from fatigue.
That was just from low rolls, but I will get rid of your fatigued. But yes, that will give you sewer haze, which gives you stupefied 2 for a day. It is a disease effect.
Yeah.
Stupefied 2. Did I give that to you, Zavid? No. Stupefied. Come on.
Stupefied.
There it is. Stupefied. But yes, now you are free to move about. This place smells horrendous.
I'm gonna prestidigitate it as much as I can.
It helps a little bit, but not very much. But as you're walking, a large central circular pool has corridors extending north, south, east, and west. Walls have crumbled to rubble, blocking the path to the east. And in addition, Zavid and Khan, right in between you, a wall has crumbled down, but the hole is very, very small. It's only about the size of a grapefruit.
I could turn into a rat and go investigate.
And Zavid could help you because he's legendary acrobatics now. He can do his weird feats.
Savid's got weird feats.
Zavid does have weird feats.
We're
Wait
free.
a second. Hold up.
I
You
can
said
go
we have a toxin in our body, like a disease effect.
A disease specifically.
Can I have a disease? I'm dead.
You're a vampire! No, you can't. That's right. Holy
And
shit.
I
thought you were
actually
asking for
prepared-
a disease. I'm like, Danny, why would you do that?
I forgot. Yeah, I'll take that off you, Danny.
I've also prepared restoration.
Nice.
So I have it at 4th level. I can lessen a toxin, reduce the stage by 2. You also gain a third
that would-
option that allows you to reduce the target's doomed value by 1. Okay,
You
so
just
I
need
can.
to reduce the stage by 2. That would more than take care of it.
All right, I will expend a 4th level slot
Awesome.
to cast my restoration that I had prepped. I no longer have sewer
Then, yeah,
haze.
what happens when you come down here then, Zavid, to make you do that? How do you handle that?
I noticed that my pallid gray skin is now pallid green, and I don't like that. So I cast restoration, and the light green hair and the dark green skin, I become monochromatic once more, and I'm back to my dark gray skin and white hair. I was a little... Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I say before you did that, I'm just prestidigitating your skin, thinking you're just dirty.
I want this get up.
It was
You're
like
like an
dye. I
ant
was like-
going.
This water has some sort of pollutant, and it dyed to me green, as if it was like green food coloring. So I used the spell, I got rid of it, and I feel better.
So yes, you do. Both of you, no one is under the effect of sewer haze. Well done.
Cool.
That shit sucks.
It stinks, actually.
Yeah, it's true. It
kinda-
stinks.
It kind of stinks in here, but I pull out a little lunchbox. Do we want to have lunch before we go forward?
No,
This is what
good.
your room smells like, Zavine. I'm
What
pretty sure
the
you're
fuck?
used. I'm pretty sure you're used to this.
What the shit? That's awful. You're gonna drag me here? We're about to fight a shadow of a god, and you're about to call me out in front of everyone, in front of my friends, in front of my salad?
In front of my salad.
Right
Is
in
that
front of
what
my
that
salad.
green is?
Right in front of
Is
my
that what
salad?
that green is?
Take a hero point for right in front of my salad reference.
That was so good.
Oh, that was great.
So what do? You have several options.
That was hilarious.
It was. I'm hurting.
Anyone else who wants to go first can. I'll follow while I munch on my lunch.
Well, I think Colin still wants to turn into a rat to investigate this little crumbled hole.
And Zavid, if you want to follow, roll an athletic or an acrobatics publicly. Con, you don't need to roll anything.
Okay, let's see. Acrobatics.
Yeet.
Want me to do a backflip? I just do a backflip.
43, that is more than enough for you to squeeze your bones and organs into a weird place to be able to get in here. So, Khan and Zavid, you're able to move freely into that little tunnel there. None of the rest of you can fit.
I could fit if I was a bat.
Or, yeah, you could wild shape or whatever. Cast a spell to polymorph. That is absolutely accurate.
Reese is just gonna let them wander. Honestly, just not his bag, and he doesn't want to get stinky
Or stuck.
so-
This winding, claustrophobic tunnel leads deep into the collapsed wall, eventually opening it up into a small cove. Gnarled roots protrude from the stone, reaching into the soil below. The tunnel keeps going further east, narrowing as it goes. In the center of the cove is the corpse of some type of humanoid. You would need to roll medicine, nature, or survival to learn more.
Ooh,
Alright,
I
passing
will.
it up.
And public.
I'll roll medicine.
Ho ho!
Oh!
Dang. Both of you
Damn.
went really well. So, Zavid, you see that this corpse's flesh seems to have been almost melted off the bones beneath the waist, like as though acid or something similar had been sprayed on its legs. With that nat 20, you also determine that it was probably because of the fungus that's growing on the thick roots that are in this area. They're releasing a sort of symbiotic fungus, and that's probably what melted his legs off.
Is this what we saw in the lab?
Yes, actually, it is in the Urgathoan lab.
Yeah, we gotta destroy this shit.
Yes, but Khan, before you do that, with your check, you recognize that this was clearly an elf who had long, pointy elf ears, and that you see on the ground there are drag marks, that this elf had dragged themselves in here from the east by the hands on the ground, pulling themselves across the ground, and then died here. That's all you get.
So wait,
Oh,
This guy didn't die
because
from
of your
the-
nat 20, you get one more thing. Sorry. Zavid, only because you rolled a nat 20, you see that almost all of its blood is gone.
so it didn't. This guy didn't die from the fungus. He died from whatever happened, dragged himself in here, and the fungus has just been like, well, a dead thing just happened, so let's dissolve it.
Yummy,
100%.
yummy.
Mm-hmm.
Something real bad happened that drained most of this dude's blood. He dragged himself in here, and then the fungus finished him off.
That sounds about right.
Okay. I don't really care about the fungus.
Fungus.
It's in a baton.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's fine to be in a baton. Like, I just don't want it in the material plane, and I'm not trying to commit a genocide against fungal spores and shit. So I'll kind of look
This
over.
one wouldn't like that.
Like, we both. So I want you to imagine the scene. Khan comes out of the hole in rat form, and I like squeeze out, and we just kind of, the camera pans over, and then there's like the guy on the ground. You come back to it cuts back to us. She's in her silky form, and we're both wearing like white lab coats and like goggles and glasses. Like, what do you make of this? And then like we're like finishing each other's sentences with our nat 20 and nat 18. I'm just like, yes, I concur. I got like a noteboard.
Dr. Rizzolo.
We're just like, we've completely determined cause of death, species, sex, everything about this guy's life. Seems like he had some kidney stones in life. Probably a mercy that he died here. Once we figure this out, though, I'll say, should we wait to look ahead, or do you think you can sneak ahead without being seen?
I mean, how long has this guy been dead for?
That's a good question.
Couple of days, not super duper long.
It's possible that his blood was drained by the same woman who drained, our friend and turned her into a vampire, except she got brought
if
back,
all of his
whereas...
blood was drained,
When Zavid says, all right, and I just look at him, me, are you talking about me, Zavid?
Wait, where is she? I hear her voice.
Your voices are carrying through the little rat tunnel.
Yes, I'm talking about you, Danny. Anyway, like for that moment, I'm back in my normal clothes. Like, yes, I'm talking about you, and then it like cuts back to me. I still got my glasses on, the white lab coat. I believe it's only been a couple of days. Perhaps it is safe. If you want to go first, I'll back you up.
Well, if I am disguised, such as a tiny creature, then... I mean, are there rats in Abaddon? Do they exist? Because I know that there are
Roll in
L
nature
rats,
publicly.
but this isn't there.
Well, there's a rat god in Abaddon.
That's true. Now she
So there's got to be her agents have to be around, right?
28.
Yeah,
That's
you're
middling.
not sure. You don't know if there are rats in Abaddon Con, other than Lao Shi Po.
Yeah.
Just you go on ahead. I'll stay in this corner and just kind of watch. And if anything happens, Zavid will like pop out and try to get you out of there.
Okay. Then
Okay.
yeah, she'll rat max, and we'll wander over and just
Alright.
pretend to be a little rat.
Open that up. This large rectangular room seems to be the main inlet for sewage from the palace above. The western exit's roof has fully collapsed, blocking that direction. The northern and southern walls have also broken down, leading out. 2 large pipes and a barred gate release a flow of sickly green liquid into the channels.
Okay. And then what is up at the top? Is that just a wall, but there's like a weird tunnel?
It's a broken down wall, but you can get to the other side. There's something up there. Or here, I'll do that much.
I also noticed this pool of blood over here.
Weird, right?
Looks like the coast
roll
is
me
clear.
a survival publicly.
Sure.
It says failure, but that's enough.
Okay.
You realize I have a thing that sets a DC, and the DC is way less than 38. But for this one, you can see that it's a smear of blood coming from that pipe there, going towards that tunnel. It's like on the ground, as though this is where they crawled from.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't able to make it look directional, but it's going down towards you. Like
Yeah.
it's
So
dark.
they were killed here, and there's 2 more bodies. There's 3 more bodies.
Yes. They are with you. I'm gonna roll over your nat 20. All of them have been fully drained of blood.
All of them. So it wasn't just the fungus that was slurping them.
Mm-hmm.
Mosquitoes.
Yes.
The fungus was just opportunistic.
I'm cautiously coming out. I'd like to perception check. I want to really get a sense of, is there anything dangerous hiding around, stalking here, or
Maybe
any
on the ceiling?
survivors?
Perception tower and perception in the tower.
I'll look around with my rat eyes and see
Okay.
if that helps.
Neither of you are really hearing anything other than the sound of just running water, liquids, and maybe your friends walking around and talking in the other room. Cut to Reese and Danny. What are you two doing?
So, like, I don't
You've
know.
been gone a hot second.
I feel like
This is gross. This is so gross. Ugh, this water is green. It smells.
Yeah, let's just go home. Why are we even
Fuck
here?
this. No. But, you know, I feel like we need to... Let's wander a little bit while they're exploring. I don't think anything bad has happened yet.
haven't heard anything. I haven't heard.
You could all roll perception checks
Let's see.
in the tower.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't heard Khan's blade go off yet, so that's a good sign.
I don't hear anything except this water.
Hold on, I'm trying to find my
Reese?
perception.
Oh yeah, sure. That's right.
There it is. Come on. Oh my god. This is horrendous.
Yeah, again, all you hear, Danny, is the sound of this running water. Reese, I'm gonna hold on to your result until you start moving.
Okay, so Reese is just gonna scooch past Danny and just be like, alright, I'm just gonna see what's over here.
It continues on to the west, but the water goes under a grate, like it's barred, so you would need to be like rat-sized to be able to go any further west, which is my in-game way of saying that there's nothing to the west of there. That's where the map ends.
Alright, so we're gonna go over here
But
then.
there is a room to the north on the opposite side of the from here, the opposite side of there.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah,
Reese
there
is
is a
just
room
gonna leap over there and pray to God he doesn't fall in.
Athletics check publicly, just don't roll a natural one. That's literally all you need.
Okay.
Or you can even just roll a d20, or whichever you can get to first.
What's gonna happen if you're rolling that one?
There you go. Okay, so you're able
We're
to
good.
jump over that 10-foot bit of water, no problem. And there is a small room that I can open up for you. This small rectangular room is covered in refuse and trash. The walls are caked with filth, and there are a few large cracks in the stone floor.
Cool. Can I have perception?
I'm actually going to roll over the one you just rolled a minute ago. You hear a rustling in the trash pile in the northeast corner. It's that one.
The trash is alive. Get out of
She's
there.
alive.
Run!
Can I use telekinetic projectile to lift up the thing of trash and just like pick it up?
Yes, you can. Just one
Cool.
second. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm gonna go use telekinetic projectile and just like pick up whatever the fuck it is that just rustled in that trash pile to be like,
Okay, so you're not throwing something into the trash pile, you're throwing the trash pile?
Yep, I'm throwing the trash
Hilarious.
pile up.
Very cool. Okay, so what you do is you hurl a bunch of trash away from the corner, and standing there is a small little creature with a large mouth, long tongue, spiky teeth, spikes on its head, and a little extra arm that sticks out of its shoulder.
Aww.
It looks a little frightened when the trash flies off away from it. It goes, and it let's roll a society publicly to see if you
Please
understand what that means.
and thank you.
Am I there?
You can be.
Let's see.
Because only one of y'all speaks this, and it ain't you. But that is enough. You recognize that you've been in Abaddon long enough, Reese, and you've heard Zavid speaking it to several creatures in Abaddon. This creature is speaking Daemonic, so you can't really get a great sense of what it's saying, but you do get the idea that it told you its name is Mumbles. Mumbles, no hurt!
Can I give it a piece of cheese, please?
Yeah, sure. Roll nature publicly at advantage, so just roll it twice.
I love him. You knew we
I-
would too.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting good at this, guys.
I'm going to use a hero point.
Double fours. Sure. Roll it twice again. That's great. So funny. That
Oh
too.
my god.
Here.
Reese, take yours back. That was still on hers.
Okay.
So, that is a success. Hilarious that you had to burn a hero point on that. But what do you do, Danny?
Give cheese.
When it comes to getting a creature as my pet, I'm going to when when Ray's like throws it and the little thing comes out, Danny's eyes immediately go wide,
Oh.
and
All right, they're gonna do that.
she starts like rummaging through her bag, and she pulls out like the good cheese,
The real good shit.
the real
The
good
stuff that Zavid gave you, or you may have taken from Zavid.
That shit's probably gone bad. It has to not be good anymore.
But yeah, you're able to throw the cheese over to Mumbles, and
I walk up to it and I give it to it.
and it slowly walks forward and starts scarfing the cheese. Oh, so delicious! So Reese is what you hear. And
He's
gonna
loving
change
it.
to friend.
This is Mumbles.
Hi, Mumbles. I'm Danny. This is Ray's.
Raise?
How do you...
Reese.
Reese.
You've known me for 100 years.
How?
Ray's. I was reading the name and not...
It's the in your head type of how to read it.
Yeah. And she's like, what's in here? Can you understand me?
And then in your brain, because I just realized it is telepathic, it starts to speak in your common tongue. It says, "Lots trash come from palace. Free foods, free bed. Live here long time."
Is there anything you've seen in here unusual? Or anything that we should be aware of?
More bat people eating. More drained bodies.
Bat people?
Huh. And it's gonna roll a perception check on you now that it's looking at you and talking at you, Danny. 36, nice! It sees your fangs and it goes, huh, like you? Oh,
No, I'm not gonna eat you. I'm not gonna eat you.
Bat, drink body juice.
No, I'm not gonna eat anybody.
Capri Sun.
It's just a little Capri Sun.
It is just a little Capri Sun.
Reese just intervenes and goes, No, she's fine. She's harmless.
Perfect size, fit in your lunchbox.
Mumbles fit in your lunchbox? Yes.
Mumbles. The
No,
Lunchables, the Bumblebles.
I'm not gonna eat you. I have a friend that gives me Capri Suns. You're fine.
Mumbles is like confused. He goes, "Why not? You don't like Mumbles?"
I like Mumbles.
Offended all of a sudden.
Okay, no eat Mumbles, but yes, many bad people. They more bodies drained of body juices. Some not die, many die.
Are they? When's the last time you've seen one?
2 days.
She was going to message, Khan and Zavid.
We have the
What?
Rocky Talkies, or
Yeah, she just has message, and you
she
also
has
have Rocky
message?
Talkies, I
Oh,
think.
okay.
Either or.
I just say we found a friend. We're probably going to keep him.
All right.
Also, there is vampires in.
Oh, we know.
This area.
We know there's vampires. Believe us. We found a lot of their victims over here. A lot of elves, in fact.
Great.
Oh,
Infiltrate.
love that for us.
And Zavid, without even needing to roll, you know enough about necromancy to know that none of those bodies are going to rise. They were just food.
Yeah, I mean,
Do with that information as you will.
how much time do we have? I mean, we're not on the clock here, right? We can kind of take our time.
A little bit.
Let's rendezvous over here. I want to I kind of connect that this cave-in is the one that we saw from down over here.
That's
so I was
right,
like,
yes,
okay,
yeah.
maybe there's a way that it connects up here. I want to sneak. I want to be stealthy.
Roll a stealth in the tower,
This way.
please.
Yeah.
Good job, Savid. Got this.
Because we're not in the clear yet.
Not quite.
But once we are, I think I want to raise some skeletons to accompany us.
Okay.
Old-fashioned necromancy. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Ooh.
You do get your foot caught in a rock and you trip and a big pile of them crumbles on the walls. You make quite a loud clamor.
And I get buried.
No, you don't get buried. But, you didn't roll in that one, but you rolled bad. So you make a bit of a noise, but you're able to open up this area. And so a small alcove lines the sewer walkway. On the stone floor are 2 desiccated human bodies.
Ooh.
And that's that little square alcove to the left.
I
And the
look
sewer
over.
continues on further to the east.
God, and the coast is clear. Let's go run. Meet up. Meet up with everyone.
Bren? Okay.
Brendes Vaus.
Anything? What the? You just sprint around the corner and I stumble backwards and pull out my fucking staff. Oh my god!
What? You said run.
I wasn't saying that to you. I was saying
well-
rendezvous. But I don't know where I know that word from, and I started to second guess myself, so I stopped saying it.
Rendezvous.
Okay.
And as I said, there are 2 desiccated corpses here on the ground. Roll me medicine publicly.
Oh yeah, sure. Medicine for
Cusco.
Medicine for Cusco.
Cusco's medicine.
That medicine.
Yep.
Good. Much like the others, they are completely drained of blood. But unlike the ones you found in the other room, these ones, whereas the other ones just had 2 puncture holes right here at the neck, these ones have, they have that, but they have little scars, 4 or 5 in other places.
They were being
2
fed
puncture
on.
wound scars at the wrists, at the end. Yeah, they were being fed on by multiple vampires. Not scars, I'm sorry, open puncture wounds. So these 2 were being fed on by multiple vampires at the same time.
Okay. So I would like, if it's not too much trouble, to throw these. I have Aunt Hall. I'm gonna throw these bodies over my shoulder, and ask Reese to have everyone follow us this way.
Danny, follow the sound of my voice.
There's a tunnel over here. So pick up this body. I'm gonna dump them here along with that body there, and then I'm gonna go over, grab that, and dump all of them. So that should be about 6 corpses. If I'm not
Right
mistaken.
about, yeah. sounds right.
Con will say, can we not have the fungusy one?
Hey,
just
maybe
leave it.
he's special.
Just prestidigitation the fungus off, all right? So what? He's got a top half that's like a zombie and a bottom half that's a skeleton. Big deal. He knows both worlds, right? I would like to use a ritual. It's an hour long. Create undead.
Great, you absolutely have that ability.
Also,
I don't
everyone,
know.
this is
Secondary.
Mumbles.
If we want to just hand wave it, because I've got the ritualist education, I've got macabre virtuoso, I've got all these things to make it work.
You're gonna pass.
Oh, in fact, I can do it in less than an hour because of that. I have the quick ritual thing, so I can do that in 10 minutes, I think.
Just roll me you're probably gonna get at least a 5 or a 6. So roll a religion publicly with a 6, because I know everyone's gonna be able to help with that. So, but we can hand wave kind of most of it because you're with all your feats for ritualist, and it's just straight up necromancy. 48, you're fine. That's actually a critical. That's a critical success. So Zavid, what do you do?
All 6 bodies I'm gonna raise as skeletal champions, if that's all right. That'll slough off the rest. They'll all just be skeletons. That means no spores, no fungus. Don't worry, everybody. But that also means that they have their intelligence. They are able to talk, or at least understand. I guess they can magically talk. I'm not really
Yes.
sure how that works.
They can magically talk. That's fine.
And we can also ask them if they remember anything about their lives. If they don't, that's up to you, DM. If they don't, they'll still be bound to my will. So I'll just, we've got some extra stuff we can outfit them with, like weapons and shit, and get them ready to like. Or if they also might have weapons. Were they prisoners? Maybe they don't have any weapons.
They do not have weapons. They were indeed prisoners. They were being fed on.
Okay. Well, this will be their way to get revenge, I guess. We're gonna kill some vampires, and we're gonna use these skeletal champions to help.
What about Mumbles?
Oh,
I look over. I'm like, what the fuck?
He's now clean and he has a bow tie.
Nice. I'm gonna make these skeletal champions like a swarm, just to make this so I don't have to put 6 more things on the combat tracker and move 6 things at once.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm gonna call it huge.
Ooh. Is there a spell that we can like create something like creation, like you can create like weapons or something with a spell, or do we have to like find
Like a spiritual type of.
Well, you do have those dark silver weapons you got from the Rune Forge.
I don't know if I want to give them to these guys.
Yeah, maybe that's maybe a little too
How many
much.
do we have? How many?
A dozen, I think.
Actually, then maybe if we're not using them. And we're gonna be going up against Urgathoa. We might need all the help we can get. Maybe it's the way to go. What are the kinds of dark steel weapons? Is it just kind of anything we need them to have?
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
I would like them
random
to.
weapons.
I would like them to be archers. I'd like them to, because I know this is a little bit of meta knowledge, but I think in mechanically, skeletons are more dexterous than they are strong. So with bows,
Actual
they're better.
weapons,
They're
yeah.
better, and plus they'll stick around longer because we just keep them in the back line as they just fire off arrows. And if it's, I don't know if it's a dark steel bow or whatever, dark silver bow, if that transfers to the arrows or not.
Yeah, I would say sure. That would make
Okay.
sense.
In that
So
case,
you said
have arrows.
all of them bows?
Yeah, so they'd all just be. We have a squad of archers that are going to be support fire and dealing a little extra damage.
That's Reese's army.
Uh,
You command it, but he feels like, yep, these are my archers.
listen, I will command them to follow your commands. To them, you'll be my lieutenant. So I say like, follow your lieutenant, and they'll follow you like they're following me.
Excellent.
And all of them stand in formation with their bows next to them.
Is there a leader of this pack? Maybe the guy that got as
The
far away as he
fungus.
could and then turned into fungus.
Yeah.
Let's
He's the
call him.
leader.
What do they? All right. I'm sorry, man. I'm throwing so much at you right now.
I love
Do
it.
they remember their lives, or are they just like? Is it a clean slate? They just remember like
They just remember
martial
anger.
abilities. Yeah.
Anger and martial abilities.
We need to give them some names. At least the main guy needs a
Yeah.
name.
Mike. Short for Mycelium.
Ramsey.
Like Mycelium, I like that. We have a Ramses. No, that's in a different game. Sorry.
Yeah, that's Strahd.
I like
There we go.
Mycelium. That's kind of
Mycelium.
Mycelium. That's
Yep.
so funny. Mike.
You're
Killian.
welcome.
Yep,
Mike
that's
Mike
right.
Killy. Mike Killy. Yes.
Bam.
Your
So
name,
Here's your swarm
Mike.
of skeletons.
Mike.
Mike.
You are Sergeant Mycelium of the first ever skeleton squad.
Skelly Squad.
Skelly Squad. All right, you just made me by saying that, you made me way more excited. All right. Here's what we're doing. You, in life, along with these other skeletons, were killed by vampires. And they almost killed my friend who got turned into a vampire. Now we're out for revenge. Our mission objective: find the vampires that killed you and get revenge. Kill them back. Also, kill the god that controls the vampires, which, not really your job, but more our job. You're going to be supporting us. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Like a
Together.
clutching their
Yes,
heels
sir.
together sort of situation. You see for the first time, Zvid feels very like he's like standing up straight. He's not slouching anymore. He's like, oh, I could get used to this. And he goes over to Reese and says, "This is Lieutenant Reese. Reese will be your commanding officer on this mission."
Officer on deck.
And it looks at you and it goes, "Do you know like military speak, like at ease and all that crap?"
I can figure it out.
Awesome. Your other allies on this mission, and I introduce him to the rest of us, and I say,
Okay, but what about the new friend? Mumbles.
He's last. I say everybody, and then once I get to Mumbles, I go, also, Mumbles is a non-combatant civilian. They are not to be targeted.
The little arm on his shoulder waves.
Hi.
He's so cute.
If you are injured and in need of infirmary care, I have the ability to bring you back into combat-ready shape. Let me know if it happens. Retreat tactically, and then we can go right back in. Basically, I'm giving them sort of a game plan, and then
Sure.
I guess we keep moving. I don't want to delay on this too much,
Alright.
but just getting them
Sure.
up to speed.
Yeah.
Well, the obvious exits are either through these pipes here, or there is a exit to the northeast of the sewers that continues on.
I think so. These pipes are gross.
And a little small for the pets.
Yeah.
But I could squeeze through a pipe, and I have water breathing for an hour, and I've got endure elements for an hour. This is an interesting way to get there. No one's gonna expect that. They'll expect us coming.
Wait. Mumbles might know best. He's been down here for forever.
I look over to Bubbles. I'm like, I don't mean to disrespect you, but you've been living in a trash pile, according to my friends here. So I'm not really sure how reliable your information is. Do you know about this place and like its layout?
Oh, Mumble, no! And Mumbles runs off
I like realize he's
Jumps
talking demonic, and I switch to his dialect.
telepathically in your head, demonic, jumps into the water over here, swims into this rock pile here, squeezes into a little area no one investigated, and a moment later you hear the turning of a valve, and the water levels in here begin to lower as the grates blocking the easternmost area raise.
Ooh, so we can go through there instead of going through the
Squeeze
north
that.
path.
Yeah, the pipe room in there. When the ceiling fell, pipe room got blocked off. But Mumbles can get to. See,
Are there
see?
Mumbles, can you breathe underwater or hold your breath for a long time?
Oh, long time.
Let's go.
Wah.
Yeah, and so Pirates of the Caribbean, like walking like at the bottom with these fucking skeletons.
Yes.
Incredible.
Do I need to shrink Arwie's? Oh my god.
They'll be
Arwie's?
all right.
The animals.
They're just gonna need to
Arwie's.
walk kind
Our,
of
I can't
my
see.
favorite restaurant.
Arwie's.
Arwie's.
Arwie's eat wolf.
You can close out of that. It's a bit of a slog because it's a thin pipe, but you're able to make it through. And let me make things visible first there, because you're sneaking up on it, so you're going to see them before they see you. So you come to the end of a pipe, and you're all positioned weird because it's the map, but you're all in single file. Who is up front? That's the most important thing. The two who are in front.
I have very good dark vision, and I know I'm not a tank, but
Well, I have good dark vision, thanks to the new evil eye.
That's true.
that's
So,
true. You have an
Zavid.
amazing evil eye.
so Khan and Zavid up front.
Yeah.
That was good.
All right, give me perception checks, you two, in the tower.
Accidentally exited out of my character sheet.
You should be able to open it.
Perceptions.
And I'll have a
look
new
at
map for
tower.
you in a second. Tower, please.
Yes, but when I go into encounters, it only gives me characters. It only gives me Miranda.
Oh, that's.
No. What you do is
I had
click
Reese's character for some reason.
Oh.
Did it switch to me? I noticed that when I opened it up, Reese's character opened for me, and I was like, "That's weird," and I just closed out of it.
click
Sorry.
on your picture at the very
At the very top.
You're a genius.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so Zavid, as you get to the end, you see that there's light coming through another grate, but you also, your necromancer's visage goes off as you sense that there is an undead in the room in front of you.
Oh,
You can see
good.
that there's a landing of ground and rock, and sitting in the center of it is roll me a religion check in the tower.
A religion
Yes.
check. That's one of my best checks. I
Your
love rolling
best.
religion checks.
Not terrible. Okay, you recognize this as a hollow serpent. It is a casting off of a large snake that has been raised as an undead creature. It is a skin.
That's so cool.
Cool. I like that.
Thank you. And then to the far east, you also notice there is a pollution daemon, as the ones that were on top of the rune forge that were helping guard Shax. That seems to be on a landing up higher than the hollow serpent.
Okay, and we are submerged in the water.
Yes, a little bit. It's about 2 feet high where you're at.
Oh, 2 feet. So we'd have to really be like
Yeah.
alligatoring.
Yeah.
through.
You would have to super alligator it to get to sneak up.
Hmm.
You can try, but you would have to do that. Yes.
I might. So the hollow serpent. Would I know how strong this is? Do I have the power to take control
Well,
over?
Roll me another religion check in the tower.
Okay.
Bless
Excuse
you.
me.
Oh, good roll. Yeah, you would know that an 8th level slot would take this thing over, or a DC 34 religion check with a lower slot. 8th will do it without a roll though.
I'm gonna do an 8th slot. Bind undead. Since we had to get rid of our friend, I need another friend. So
All right, if you burn that slot, then
yeah.
wow. Roll a stealth if you want to try and be sneaky about it in the tower, or no, public with the stealth. You'll know immediately if it fails.
All right. Come on.
Come on.
37. Yeah, the Sordus Daemon, the pollution daemon up on its landing does not seem to move or react in any way, but the Hollow Serpent is now under your control.
I am going to whisper to our skeletons. The Hollow Serpent has joined our forces. Our enemy is the daemon up there. I need you all to go prone and army crawl out under the water. So I want my skeletons to
Rise out.
and since they can't, they don't need to breathe, and they're just bones. He might just, if he sees skeletons in the water, he might just be like he probably is gonna think that they're after him, there's some bodies flowing out through
Right.
here or something.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give them a chance to roll. Let's see. Stealth. 36, they actually hit the DC. Holy shit. So they
That's awesome.
They army crawl out of here and down and around. Let's see, where do you want them? Are you able to move them? I think you should be able to.
I didn't
There's the
realize
link
that.
for their abilities if you want it.
Yeah. Okay.
Can't believe they actually hit that DC.
Let me see. Link for
These
their
pollution
abilities.
daemons are stupid.
I want them to get nice and close so when they stand up, they can have their bows ready to just start firing. I look to Khan and Reese and Danny and I go, if anyone else wants to get into a nice position, now's the time because we're about to kill this guy.
Yeah. Connell sneak around.
Okay, roll a stealth in the tower, Con. Anyone who's sneaking, roll a stealth in the tower. And
I'm gonna
Zavi,
stay where I'm
you'll-
at. I'm not gonna move
You're gonna stay
anywhere.
in the pipes? Okay.
I'll probably emerge, but I'll emerge when everyone's stealth has been broken.
Sure.
Or I might make a distraction for everybody else to then get the
Okay.
guy.
Stealth in the tower?
Yep.
This shit is reminding me of old school Pathfinder back in the day. I did something like this once, and it was so gratifying. So this is hopefully similar.
All right. I know the results, so y'all can do as you please.
Yeah,
Alright.
I can't move my character token, but Con is gonna move
Oh.
forward.
See? Can you now?
No, I just moved the window around, which is very odd.
Oh, that's...
Usually I need to click on the edge of the window.
That's very weird.
I
Try
feel like that's
closing
a-
and I'll reshare
I
it.
could move Con.
You can move
Tell me when,
Con.
tell me
I
when
can
you've
move
closed
Con. I can move everyone.
Yeah,
Huh.
well, the issue I'm having is present, I think, with all the other maps. too.
I could
So I
also
do think
look over.
it's a skill issue for me.
Alright, skill issue.
Where do you want her to
wanna
be?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just want her to
here?
have like yeah, behind that rock.
Okay. I'm gonna sort of climb up the side of this thing. And before I come into view, I'll look back to with Silka if she wants to like do some cool ghast. Like while he's not looking, she's doing like a front flip on the ceiling and like getting into position.
Yeah,
Or
she will spider climb up on the ceiling actually, and climb right across the center, because she can totally do that.
Can I
Stealth
telekinetic projectile the hollow serpent at this thing's face?
No.
It is much too heavy.
Damn.
Also, I have an idea. When I get up here, I want to command the hollow serpent quietly to come to my position.
Okay. So is everyone in place where they would like to be?
Yes.
Yep.
We should leave the dogs in the pipe, I think.
Yeah, they might need to
Yeah.
stay back for a minute.
Alright.
So, the hollow serpent starts moving,
Yep, it moves towards you.
and then I'm going to command it to move sort of over me, and then back towards the demon. As it's doing that, I go up inside the hollow serpent. I hitch a ride on the inside.
Very cool. Very
Oh,
cool.
fuck yeah.
I love
So it
that.
starts coming this way, and
Yeah.
I'm like inside the serpent, like
That's awesome.
like Trojan horse style.
That's great. You could actually even have it crawl over Con and Reese and Danny to pick
Yeah!
them up.
Oh, that
It's
was.
Oh my god,
the
Yes.
creature
yes.
is very big.
Thank you for this. Everybody get in
Yeah.
the serpent. Everybody,
You-
we're on a
you
little
could
bus.
easily have just slithered it over the rest of the water, picked them
Yes.
all up. That's
It's-
not even difficult.
This is a really gross version of the cat bus in.
Oh my god, no!
True.
Totoro.
So I'm gonna make this
The
thing off
serpent
guard.
bus.
Off guard. And is there a surprise? No. Okay. So you can pretty much do whatever you want at this point.
God.
As the serpent comes up to him, and he's probably noticed it started moving, and he's just like, "What?"
They wouldn't care
I'm
about
gonna
that
have-
though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it come up, and then once it gets to about here, I want it to be close enough that anyone can spring out on their turn and reach him in one move, one action, right?
Yeah, that should be
So-
about close enough.
I get here, and then I start speaking demonic as I have the serpent go up, and I start like puppeting it, like, "You have grown fat and lazy. You make me sick. You make me want to puke." And then I open the jaw, and whoever wants to go out can just fucking attack this guy.
Spring attack. Go off on it.
Yes, yes, I go.
Oh hell yes.
Rat attack, rat attack.
Oh,
We'll
we're
roll
gonna use a
initiative
dark
just so we
silver
have
spear.
it, but let's see.
But he'll be like surprised on his first round, like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm doing
Actually, I guess we already
stealth.
have initiatives up here. Oh no,
Oh.
no, that's from the last fight. Yeah, roll initiatives.
roll new initiative. All right, and I'll do stealth. Not that it really matters. Ooh, well, see, good thing he's surprised. Because if we just run in here,
Okay, unsurprisingly, Khan is first. And it is already off guard.
All right.
he's like,
Oh my gosh.
"Nandesuka? Ah!"
Nani? Omae ga shindeiru.
Okay, I was worried I couldn't like click between tabs in my character sheet, but
Hmm.
maybe it just takes a while to process.
Could be.
Come on.
Do you need on your actions tab?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it's wait, there we go. There we go.
Hey.
Actions tab. Okay. Yeah, she's gonna start swinging
Oh yeah, get in there.
with
They
the
started-
dark silver dagger.
they started
No, I
swinging.
can't. Ah! I can't drag things. No.
All right, I'll move you.
Yeah,
I'll move.
what are you trying to attack? I can roll the attack for you.
I'm trying to attack with the dark silver dagger. I'm trying to
Dark-
attack the beast.
Dark silver dagger. You hit. Are you able to do damage or? Let's see. Con. I have it targeted. Can you double click the damage? Let's see if that works instead
Let's
of dragging it. +2. That should be doing more than that. Dex,
Did it roll
there we go.
damage?
It did not. No. Well, I can make it tap it.
Thank you.
And your sneak attack in there, you did 36 points of stab damage. Do you want to attack again, or what do you want with your third action?
I'll attack again.
Okay. That's a hit, actually. I thought that was going to miss. So dealing another 32 points of damage. End of Khan's turn. The army of skeletons, at your words, Zavid, rise simultaneously, releasing a volley of arrows that I have already rolled for. The demon failed, and I already gave it the 40 damage it took. That's the end of their turn. Reese, you are now up with Wasilka on deck.
Like, I just got a weight lifted off my chest. Whew.
Howl finally moved.
Oh god, I threw him off, yes.
Hilarious.
I think my roommate opened up something, so I'm like, hey, go check that out. Boom. Oh, okay. Now I can actually move. Alright, so I think with Reese, he's gonna take out the Dark Silver Spear and just kind of...
Do you want it to be your hunted prey?
Yes.
Go for it.
And he's going to just go boop, 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 boop. And let's see. How far can he go to, like, sneak around him?
Up to your speed. Because you have quick sneak, so you can sneak at your top speed of 30 feet.
Okay. Where was I there?
You were here, like there-ish.
Okay. So 30 feet would be, like, next to Khan?
Basically next to Khan, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna go like pretty much just like right there.
Good enough.
Yeah. And then go make a stabby stab.
Double stab with your...
With the Dark Silver Spear.
Dark Silver Spear, sweet.
Yep.
Oh, that's right, I need to give this thing... Ah, that's right, it is weak to that. Hold up.
It's okay. Don't worry, I didn't do it.
You missed, but Khan didn't. Khan, that's an extra 30 damage. It should have taken one. There we go. Okay, so I fixed that, and now it should take the extra damage from those weapons. But you missed, so you get your second on your wog.
Yep.
So yeah, Khan, your dagger sliced through this thing's belly, and its guts are starting to fall out. That is a hit, though.
Cool. 37
Nice,
hits.
and that's 6 as a hit.
Yeah, I know. That's fucking
Doesn't that
wild.
feel good?
Yes.
Oodles of damage, 59 as you stab into this thing with your spear, and I think you have one action remaining, yes.
Yep.
No, you moved, and then
I
you
moved.
hunted prey,
Yeah.
and then, yep. That brings it to Wasilka. Seeing her opportunity, she is going to strike down from the roof at the top of this thing's head. So target, flurry with this dark silver short sword. That's probably going to miss. Wow, that 4 hit. Go, Wasilka, go. That didn't do the correct damage. Why is it not giving them that? Well, it's an extra 15, so that much. Second attack with her flurry. That'll definitely... Ooh, that's a critical. This should hurt a lot.
Ooh.
That kills. So Wasilka stabs down once, twice, and her short sword snaps off one of this creature's horns and drives it directly into its brain, and it falls down into a lump on the ground, dead. We are out of initiative because you took over the Hollow Serpent. You don't have to fight it at all.
Those were good.
Love to see
I'm like inside the serpent, like, this is so fun. I know we're fighting a god and we should be terrified, but I've never had so much fun in my life. I like command
down.
Yeah, I command the skeletons to like get up here and just be like, wow, that was good.
You guys
Is everyone okay? Anyone need anything?
No.
I'm fine.
Yeah, nothing.
Great.
Oh, that went perfectly.
I kind of want to just stay in the serpent and just ride it along.
Yes.
You can do that for a little while, yeah.
Since
definitely.
Rotrot is not here right now because he's flying over the boiling lake to rendezvous with us later. I keep saying rendezvous. I feel like Zavid wouldn't know that word.
Mm-hmm.
I would know it, but he's just like run.
Run?
Run. We're gonna run over here.
That's what Reese heard.
And as it falls to the ground, you can see behind it there is an additional stone stairway that leads upwards.
Okay. Did we ascend?
Unless there's something you need to do before that. Any buff spells that need refreshing?
Not that I know of. Unless we're going through. Are we going back into boiling water again?
No, you are not going to be going into boiling water.
Then I have a question.
Yes.
When do we want to call it for tonight? Because this might
Pretty
be a
much
good
here. I want to switch to the next map, but yeah, very
Okay,
very
sure.
short, very
Okay.
shortly here.
Then I'm
so
good.
you ascend these stairs, and after 200 or 300 feet, you come to a grate that's atop, above your heads, that is locked, and I will load that for you here. So you should be more like here.
And Seagrams is crashing.
Yeah, it's probably relatively big. It's not that big, but. Okay, so has that loaded for you? It
Yep.
should just be a small little area at the south of the map. So this is what you see above your heads: a locked grate. Locked grate.
A lot great for Lux Et Umbra. Looks over at Khan.
Yep.
I'll need a thievery check from you, Con. DC of 38. If you want
I
to, if you
will,
want to lockpick this.
Oh,
I'll give
absolutely.
I'll
Absolutely.
give her
I'm-
guidance.
I'm gonna assist with
Okay,
the
Reese
aid.
first publicly.
Yep. And thievery.
Yes.
I've never seen
that's
anything
still-
like that.
That's still enough to be a critical aid because you're trained. So that's a 2, 3 from guidance. So 3 all day, Con.
Yeah.
This is like, I think we've seen one of these locks before, right? Doesn't look too weird.
And you need a 38.
Ah, I figured out what's wrong. Oh, and I didn't add the modifier to it.
You don't need it. You rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
So
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm grabbing like where my cursor. It
Mhm.
needs to be like half an inch below wherever I want to actually interact with.
Oh, that's so weird.
That's really weird.
Did you update Fantasy Grounds?
Yeah, but it was not happening until like
it
10
started
minutes
happening?
ago.
That's so weird.
It was working perfectly fine.
Weird. Hopefully, by the time we play again, it'll fix itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, you rolled a nat 20. You're able to pop this lock no problem. And you can see
Pop it
that
like a
there's,
lock.
as you pull yourself up, there is a wooden door right in front of you.
Well, I guess we open it.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. So it is not locked. Let me open this up for you.
Pop it like a lock.
Pop it like a lock. There you are. You should be able to walk into there.
Yeah.
No.
Oh!
The air is humid and hot as you open the door. Artisan-crafted stones cobble the floor. In the center is a ring of potent-smelling vegetation and a small sapling protruding from its center.
Hello, can I take make a nature check?
Sure, anyone can roll
Same.
nature. Roll it publicly. Nature or occultism, even.
I'm going to roll.
I mean, is this
Cultism,
not an enchant?
We'll see.
Hmm.
I'm gonna
That
take
was-
occultism.
Oh, that was... Oh, Con, did you just roll another nat 20?
Did I? I didn't mean to.
Survival? Oh, you rolled survival instead of thievery. That's
Oh.
because you said your mouse is being weird. That makes sense. Danny actually is the only one who recognizes it, which is strange because it's not something that you recognize from a book or having seen in public, or if having seen in person. You can almost feel it. You can almost hear it. This plant almost has a heartbeat. This is a plasma fruit sapling.
What the hell?
Plasma fruit. Veggies for. If you want to be a vegetarian vampire, you need to drink plasma fruit. It's like the fruits are like blood. It's like the same.
I would like to go up to it and take a whatever
Lord.
off of it.
It has a large, like blood orange type fruit on it. As you grab it, it's almost like a water balloon. It's very squishy, like a really ripe tomato.
I'm gonna try to eat it.
It tastes
think-
like a Bloody Mary. It's spicy, tomatoey, but it's still got that copper zing that you got from the Capri Sun of blood. It's pretty good.
Do I feel better? Like almost like
Yeah, it makes you feel full because you are starting to get hungry already, but it does fill you up. It satiates you.
So the
oh my
vampires
god, this thing is
are here.
amazing.
We found the vampires, I think.
Yep, I think so.
I'm taking this tree home with me.
Let's kill its owners first.
Yeah, let's. I'm pretty sure that would be the smarter idea.
And I think with the image of Danny munching a plasma fruit, planning on killing the masters who planted it, I think this is a great place for us to stop. Well done, everyone. You have managed to infiltrate the Palace of Bloodrot, Urgathoa's palace. There's quite a bit ahead. Hopefully, we will play soon. I don't know. It's almost Christmas time, so who knows what's going to happen the next couple of weeks. We'll play when we can, and hopefully everyone can join us then. We'll see everybody soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.